Kumasi. We're on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana, 16 regions including ATL FM, Cape Coast, Might FM, Tamale, Bewa Radio, Yendi, and Inkilige FM, Bolig at Radio TV and online content on myjoyonline.com. Coming up, NPP's running mate Matthew Opoku-Prempeh aims for 85% of votes in the Ashanti region.
85%. 85%. Outside the 85 no, and then 24 demand mass there.
Also, Minister of State designate for Energy Ministry assures the control spillage of the Akosombo Dam to be conducted by the VRA will not cause havoc like the last one.
VRA envisages that if and when the spilling starts, it'll start very, very early enough. Volumes that will be spilled on a daily basis will be small.
We have details of that from his vetting and also the boycott by NDC MPs in business.
Oil exploration firms ENI and Vitol express commitment to doing business in Ghana as they reject frosty relationship with government after International Tribunal ruling. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
And if you have intentions of registering or renewing your business certificate, you may have to wait a bit longer as closer strike continues to bite hard.
I came to do a renewal of my business certificate, but I have to return home because without renewing, it means that you are working illegally.
These and more with me, Mamiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Details and now. I will start from the election headquarters, brought to you by Petrosol, clean fuel in full quantity. The Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, SEMA, and AICPA, together as the Association of International Certified Professional Accountants, the German Ozone Medical Center, Alternative Therapy, Dental, Wellness and Beauty, and also Chopbox Technologies, a convenience service, and Youth Bridge Foundation, bridging gaps for positive youth development. Now, the 2024 NPP running mate, Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, has set an ambitious target of securing 85% of the votes in the Ashanti region following his inaugural speech post his outdooring at Menchia yesterday. Addressing party supporters after being presented to the Asante Hene, Dr. Prempeh emphasized the NPP's remarkable achievements while reiterating the party's commitment to further progress and prosper the country. But before we hear from him, listen to Asante Hene Otumfuo Setutu II on his advice to his grandson.
Ya wono so menene papa nyina na wo no ya ni azo ne tete no watu any school fees nyina na ni die che metua e ma no okoye doctor e ba ye yesen krofo bi se wani nso ade me se akwala me tete no wo fie ma hunu sa ade nti na ne ye kasa de ye ka no media mesa wuti sentisa e ma ne nye ho.
And that is Asante Hene Otumfuo Setutu II, to which he says that he's heard rumors that his son is disobedient and arrogant, but that is not the case, and it shouldn't be the case. Also, President Akufo-Addo expressed confidence in the ability of the pair, Dr. Bawumia and Prempeh, to retain power for the NPP.
Bawumia was loyal to me, and he didn't give me a reason to doubt him. On election day, all of you should go and vote for them.
Well, Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh did make grand statements, including taking a swipe at former presidents, including Ghana's first Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, insisting his government has outperformed any other government before Dr. Nana Akufo-Addo. Now, he's asked voters in the Ashanti region to help the party get 85% of votes.
Today, I am very happy. Bawumia and I will make things better. This time, we want 85% of the votes in the Ashanti region.
85%. 85%. Outside the 85 no, and then 24 demand mass there.
Away from the NPP, Minister of State designate Herbert Krapper has assured Parliament the VRA is undertaking comprehensive measures to ensure the next spillage of the Akosombo Dam does not cause havoc. The last time the dam was spilled, several communities in some regions were submerged with houses and properties destroyed. But responding to questions before the Appointments Committee in Parliament, Mr. Krapper assured that this havoc will not happen again.
Will be smaller quantities will be spilled over a longer period of time in the hope that we will not see the displacements that we saw last year. VRA is going ahead with the stakeholder consultations and the sensitizations.
Mr. Krapa also provided an update on the power crisis experienced some weeks ago. He says the ECG has firm control of the situation now.
The power situation, as I believe every Ghanaian can attest to, is stable. We're delivering reliable and stable power supply to all our consumers across the country. The work of ECG is essentially to do that, and I can assure this committee and the Ghanaian people that the challenges that we saw in the last couple of months, government, the ministry, ECG has a firm hold on the situation now, and will continue to perform the function of ensuring that our consumers, our customers, have reliable and dependable power supply across the country.
Meanwhile, the minority in parliament boycotted its voting, accusing the majority of sidestepping time-honored rules in place to conduct the voting. They also say they cannot, in good conscience, support the continuous increase in the size of government. Listen to Deputy Minority Leader Emmanuel Amakofibwa.
The minority caucus has taken note of attempts by the majority side to short circuit and circumvent the due process required in the vetting of the president's nominee for the position of Minister of State at the Ministry of Energy. Long-standing parliamentary practice requires that persons nominated for appointment by the president shall be published in a newspaper of national circulation to inform, request memoranda or representation from the public. This order means that the public ought to be given reasonable notice and adequate time to submit memoranda or make representations to the appointment committee. Fortunately, as we speak this morning, this has not happened.
And you heard there Emmanuel Amakofibwa, Deputy Minority Leader. Now, the strike by the Civil and Local Government Staff Association, CLOSAG, has started hitting hard as workers have abandoned work over government's failure to implement a new salary structure for its members. My colleague Kenneth Jesse has more.
At the Registrar General's Department, there were just a few people around when the news team got there. These security men are here just to inform clients about the strike. Some of the clients shared their frustration with Joy News.
This morning I came here to do business registration for a client. From what I know, he needed to secure other documents for his business. But as at now, from the look of things, it's not going to be possible.
I came to do a renewal of my business certificate. But I have to return home because without renewing, it means that you are working illegally. So the government has to do something about it.
The Registrar General's Department handles the registration of marriages, registration of business entities, intellectual properties, insolvency and liquidation, among others. All these activities have halted due to the strike. The situation was similar at the ministries. Most offices have red bands on fenced walls, trees, main entrances and doors.
Kenneth Jesse with that report. And in an all-boys academic showdown for supremacy, Kumasi High has lifted their first regional trophy of the GOIL PLC National Science and Maths Quiz in the Ashanti region. Bright Kweku has more.
The atmosphere ahead of the grand finale was charged with anthems from the three schools. First, the two rivals, Prempeh College and Opokuwari School. Then, the Mrantia from Kumasi High School. This was in anticipation of a win for all the three schools. But as the contest started and progressed, it became clearer the winners for the contest.
In religion, I was the most a widow once gave. Yes, Kumasi High.
Might.
That
is correct. The Santasi tigers have been tamed. The Sofoline lions have been domesticated. Yes. And we use the formula of potassium hydrogen sulfide to subdue them. When we get to the finals, it will be crossfire. Any school that crosses us, we are going to crash them.
Emrantia, reporting for Joy News. My name is Emmanuel.
And I am Bawumia Sinyamicha Thompson, bringing the news to an end on here on Joy 99.7 FM. Up next is Business on the Super Morning Show.
Jump on go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I don't change my car. It be the same, right? It be the fuel where I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Cause now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind says be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my go be fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my go be inside?
I give you info. Make a feel the go be too small.
The go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Hey, we see you specking your car, taking that trip, chilling on the beach. Charlie, now we want to see this become your story. Simply use your ABSA card 10 times or more and you'll be entered into a monthly draw where you stand the chance to be among 5 lucky winners to take home 40,000 Ghana cedis. The more you use your card, the more entries you'll receive. Earn an extra entry by using the ABSA app or internet banking 5 times or more. No ABSA card? Don't worry. Visit the nearest branch for an ABSA account or card today and make winning part of your story. Promotion is between 1st July and 31st October. This promotion is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. ABSA.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Doctors,
nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers,
bankers.
You could be the luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
East, west, north, south,
you could be the luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
Accra to Paga.
Let's go.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Doctors,
nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers,
bankers. The luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
Please, do you still refill cylinders here?
Oh yes, and there are a lot of benefits when you refill gas cylinders here. Not only do we get to run safety checks on your cylinder before refill, but you get to buy any amount of gas per your pocket. And you even get to see for yourself how much is really being put into the cylinder, so you're not cheated.
Massa, this one there, Philly Gadochi. I know say you no invite me, but I go talk some. If you know be these LPG stations, like how we taxi drivers go fill our tanks.
But do these LPG stations have permit to still operate?
Of course. LPG stations are safer now than ever. We've always been licensed and fully regulated by National Petroleum Authority with total support from Ghana Fire Service, Ghana Standards Authority, Factory Inspectorate, as well as the EPA. So don't worry, crowd.
Oh, I hear say these LPG stations it be for indigenous Ghanaians. It be true?
Of course. LPG refilling is the only industry in Ghana that is now 100% owned by Ghanaians. By refilling your cylinders at the gas station, you are promoting indigenous businesses.
The money, you go stay here, no.
Oh yes. Protect local businesses by refilling your gas cylinders at LPG stations nationwide.
We know we shall win, and we know we'll survive. Yeah. Shall wash away all tears.
Anymore, pop quiz. Are you ready?
Hit me.
Can you give me 3 words that start with omni?
Oh, that's easy. Omnibus, omnipotent,
Omniwana.
omnibus. The bank with a really nice signboard.
Hey, Radzi, you mean Omni Basic. OMNIBSIC. Omni Basic. Let me hear you say it.
Omni Basic.
Perfect.
Is that an abbreviation?
Not entirely. And it's not just a bank with nice signboards either. Omni Basic Bank is Ghana's fastest growing bank with innovative banking products and headquarters in Atlantic Tower at Airport City, Accra, as well as 40 branches across the country. Omni Basic Bank has the final word on excellent customer service delivery in Ghana.
Plus, they have the coolest signboard.
Yes, they do. And the coolest name, Omni Basic.
At your service.
What is football? I elevated Inter to the pinnacle of European football by winning the treble. I beat the unbeatable Barcelona with Real Madrid, breaking all records on the way. I feel the hearts of the Romans with joy after winning their first European title. I am relentless, I am ambition, I am a winner. I am Jose Mourinho. I am football.com.
Place your bets now.
Right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And the 6 a.m. news, this morning, we'll tell you shortly about that. But first, Darryl Kwa is here. Darryl, good morning.
Good morning. What a ceremony that was yesterday.
Oh, yes. The Asantehene, and we're talking about it, the fact that you've not had any running mate introduce the Asantehene in such a manner.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Matthew Poku Prempeh was sent to the Menchia Palace, and Asantehene talks about how he's raised him. He weaves the story in a nice way that actually shows you that, well, this is actually my own son. And let's listen to Otumfuo. Let's listen to Otumfuo and some of the things he said about Matthew Poku Prempeh.
Me bedi e makasa ache no wode metunufo enso ma men kan kire o ma Dr. Bawumia nunu ho so woyi wo e ma ne nunu ho so woyi wo wo koye no koye sumpa ne di na chi na de obekire wo na wo so ye e ba ye yesen krofo bi se wani nso ade me se akolai me chichi no wo fie ma hunu sa de nti na ne ye kasa de ye ka no me de mesa wuti se ntesa e ma ne nye ho.
That's Asantehene.
Interesting stuff.
Interesting stuff, yeah? Well.
Yeah.
But Akufo-Addo also spoke on the day. We'll tell you what Akufo-Addo said. But first, this is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia telling us why he settled on NAPO.
I have every confidence in Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. Our ticket is a ticket of youth, of experience, of innovation, and of generational thinking. A ticket, no. We are bringing it to the people of Ghana to help us move Ghana to the next generation.
But this generated lots of controversy.
Ghana, President Akufo-Addo called retirement. Not even the Mr. Case, who said, a free style Ghana from 1957. President Ghana Akufo-Addo. Messi a free 1957.
That's running mate of the NPP, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh.
Well.
What is well? He says, well, there's no president. But I asked the question, is that not the conversation within certain quarters of the UP tradition?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. In the Fourth Republic, there are those who have argued that J. Kufuor is arguably the best president of the Fourth Republic.
Arguably.
You can argue that. They've said he's the best president of the Fourth Republic. But on a platform where Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is, you don't expect NAPO to say J. Kufuor is the best president. You expect him to say Akufo-Addo. And if he's going to say that and is going to please hardline UPist, he says, even Kwame Nkrumah doesn't come close. Yes.
This is very controversial.
It's controversial, right?
Very debatable, yeah.
Very debatable, but that's the whole idea. Today you're talking about him, of course. And you're talking about the fact that's a hardline UP, traditionalist point of view.
Well, let's not get carried away. He wants a ticket, he's got a ticket. But just don't say stuff that you know.
Anyway, the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you and Absa Bank Ghana Limited. Your story matters. Coming up now is the Joy Business Report, and that is brought to us by Omni Basic Bank at your service with Darryl Kwao and the team.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, oil exploration firm CNI and Vitol express commitment to doing business in Ghana as they downplay concerns of frosty relationship with government after the International Tribunal ruling. Also coming up, World Bank expects strong pickup in private capital flows to Ghana following progress made on IMF program and external debt restructuring. Plus, Member of Parliament for Boku Central, Mahama Yarga, to lead minorities demonstration against Bank of Ghana on July 30 over what he describes as wasteful expenditure. We'll hear from the central bank on these concerns. Stay with us for details. Thanks for being with us. My name is Darryl Kwao. Hello to our friends listening from Kof Radio and KTU Radio. Oil firms ENI and Vitol have expressed commitment to stay in Ghana for business and continue to develop the country's biggest gas project. It's coming after an international tribunal halted a push by the Ghana government to unitize the operations with other oil fields. Here's more in this report.
The two oil firms in the statement noted that they value their relationship with Ghana and hope this award will rather help bring this dispute to a close. They also believe all the parties should now be focused on continued development of Ghana's oil and gas sector. The assurance from these firms follows an international ruling that sought to halt the full enforcement and the earlier directive by the Energy Ministry that they should work to unitize their oil fields with another local player, Springfield, which includes the Sankofa oil area. However, the two firms had issues with the approach, hence the need to seek redress from the court. The International Tribunal has concluded that the unitization directives were wrong and unlawful and that Republic of Ghana's action breached Ghanaian law and the terms of their petroleum agreement. There are also concerns that the ruling could impact on fresh works on the oil area. However, based on the statement issued by the oil firms, it looks like they are committed to the oil project, which provides a chunk of the gas supply for industrial purposes as well as domestic consumption.
Meanwhile, Ghana is said to have spent almost $7 million in the unitization case in Stockholm, Sweden. That's according to reports by British daily newspaper The Financial Times. This came in a form of legal representation, administrative costs over the past 2 years relating to the arbitration. Government was able to avoid paying about $7 billion in costs to as damages demanded by the two oil firms. However, the court ruled that Ghana should pay $190,000 to take care of claimants' arbitration cost. Now, the World Bank has revealed that it expects private capital flows to the country to pick up strongly in the coming months. It follows progress made by Ghana on the IMF program and the external debt restructuring program. The World Bank board will, in the coming months, also meet to approve fresh funding for Ghana. David Elmale is senior economist at the World Bank.
I would like to say that I think that the World Bank as an institution is aware that, this crisis has been very difficult for Ghanaians, that there has been a lot of hardship imposed on them, notably because of the high inflation. It's very difficult to live and to live in those conditions. But, we're doing everything we can jointly with the government and other partners to help get out of this crisis. And, we hope that this operation will be an important part of helping Ghana to overcome this crisis.
David Elmale, the senior economist at the World Bank Group. Now, Ghana's development partners have committed to supporting the economy to recover as IMF and World Bank data shows the economy is showing signs of strong recovery. Western Liberal Party representative in Germany's parliament has been speaking to Joy Business after touring some industrial enclaves in Tema together with the Free Zones board officials.
There's always a lot of things we can improve, and it's not only raw materials. We also want to have the next processing steps within Ghana, and this is a good example here in the free trade zone where you don't sell raw materials, you sell products. This is more important because a lot more wealth is created by that sense, and that's what we really want, and I think this is what Ghana wants as well. So we're trying to create a win-win situation here as well.
Christoph Hoffmann is the Liberal Party representative at the German Parliament, also leader of parliamentary delegation to Ghana. Now, government must use media review to consolidate its tax system in the 2024 budget. That's advice from tax consultant Francis Timoboy. He is of the view that it will be difficult for government to introduce new taxes since businesses are already burdened. Speaking to Joy Business, Mr. Timoboy said it is time to get the buy-in of businesses to accept the existing taxes in the 2024 budget.
When you consider the 2023 budget and the 2024 budget, which introduced some new taxes, recently we saw the plastic manufacturers, going on demonstration because of an attempt to implement some of the old taxes that has been passed. So it's a critical moment. I think that what can be done is to see how the enforcement can, take place for those that were introduced in the 2023 and 2024 budgets. It will cost so much politically if the government attempts to introduce any new tax.
Tax consultant Francis Timoboy. Now, ratings agency Moody's has announced that it has completed a periodic review of Ghana's rating worthiness. The development will soon see the agency assign new ratings to Ghana on its ability to meet its debt obligations. Here's more.
These ratings, Moody's said, reflect the government's ongoing debt restructuring under the G20 Common Framework initiated in December 2022. It further said that the restructuring of local currency debt, excluding treasury bills, was completed in 2023. It added that the restructuring of foreign currency debt, which constitute nearly half of Ghana's total debt, has progressed significantly following an announcement in June 2024 regarding a memorandum of understanding of official sector debt and an agreement in principle with bondholders. It continued that, upon completion of the restructuring, all ratings are likely to be aligned at a higher level, albeit within the CAA rating category, given the liquidity constraint typically following a default event.
In other news, the African Peer Review Mechanism is set to establish an African credit rating agency by next year. This is to provide what they call reliable assessment of economies of African countries and their credit worthiness. Winston Taki has more.
This disagreement led to the formation of the Africa Credit Rating Agency, led by the African Peer Review Mechanism, an autonomous arm of the African Union. A member of the Governing Council of the National African Peer Review Mechanism, Lord Mansfield Bedu, says this initiative is critical for the continent's financial development.
Recent downgrades of Ghana and other African countries by global rating agencies, described by our president as reckless, have brought to light the urgent necessity for Africa to develop its own rating agencies. These agencies would be better attuned to the unique economic context and challenges faced by African nations.
Director of Governance and Specialized Reporting at the African Peer Review Mechanism, Dr. McBride Kalamba, emphasized the importance of this new agency.
It will serve as a catalyst for greater investment, economic stability, and sustainable development across the continent.
The African Rating Agency is set to begin full operations by 2025, aiming to provide reliable assessment of both corporate organizations and countries across the African continent.
Winston Taki with that report. Now, Member of Parliament for Boku Central is poised to lead the minority in Parliament to demonstrate against the Bank of Ghana and its board on July 30, 2024. Here's more from a letter to the Greater Accra Regional Police Commander seen by Joy Business.
Member of Parliament for Boku Central, Mahama Yariga, in a letter alleged that they are embarking on this action over what he described as wasteful expenditure by the Bank of Ghana. The Member of Parliament argues that his action was also influenced by rising costs of the new Bank of Ghana's headquarters, which has gone up significantly from the original cost. Mr. Yariga also alleges that the bank is putting up new house for the governor at the cost of $40 million, which the bank has refused when the minority requested for some information. The Member of Parliament also raised concerns about the bank embarking on some actions without Parliament's approval.
Well, meanwhile, the Bank of Ghana is rejecting claims of wasteful expenditure, insisting all projects went through the necessary scrutiny and procurement approvals. On a right to information request we have access to here at Joy Business, the Bank of Ghana described the new building at its old clinic area as a duty post for the bank and not the governor. Dr. Addison's new residence has claimed. Sources tell us the governor's second term is going to end soon, and that does not back his claim of the claim that this new building is for him. The right to information letter also challenged most of the allegations made by the Member of Parliament. Moving on, and accessing healthcare with ease, health startup Nkomo is reimagining healthcare accessibility by providing comprehensive and user-friendly healthcare solutions with just a click online. That's our Joy Business Fund feature today. Accessing quality healthcare is essential to the well-being of all individuals. It must be timely too. Ghana continues to expand access to healthcare coverage, but a lot more can be done. Nkomo Healthcare, founded by Alexander Okereke, wants to be part of the solution. Nkomo was founded in 2020 at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, when healthcare systems were really being tested. It also gave rise to telehealth technology and other means to improve access to healthcare.
So we're looking at convenience, accessibility, and affordability. People just sitting at home, relaxing. If they want a medication, then they get it. If they want a particular lab test, either they walk to the particular hospital or they request for a lab service at home. So the lab technician comes to your home, then gives you that service.
Ephraim Akwete Mensah is Country Operations Manager for Nkomo Ghana Limited. He explains the platform was not only created to meet users' health needs, but also give healthcare service providers visibility. All right, full episode, 1 p.m. right after the Joy Business Report, 5 p.m. on Business Live on the Joy News channel. Before we go, I look at the markets for you this morning. Let's begin with the currency market. The dollar going for 15 cedis 52 pesos, a pound 19 cedis 87 pesos, and the euro going for 16 cedis 79 pesos. And on the commodity market, crude oil dropped to $84 a barrel. Gold added more than $4. Is trading this morning at $2,368 an ounce. Cocoa open trading at $8,150 a ton, after increasing by $445. There's more news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for doing the listening. The Super Morning Show continues with Winston and the team.
Yes, thank you very much, Darryl Kwao.
I was tempted to say something, but I went.
Oh, you can go ahead.
No.
Once it's radio friendly,
it's very mischievous. As we continue to think about who is the best president ever in the country.
And it was the best
in the history of the country.
Who is the best president? Campaign talk. I mean, that's campaign talk. Well, I mean, how did he measure development in itself? It's something that, if we want to have that discussion, we have to know. We have to ask ourselves the first question. What's his measurement of development?
Yeah.
And then we'll get into all of it. Okay. But so that's why I say this campaign talk. It's like that.
Don't get carried away. My advice.
Anyway, don't get carried away. That's Darryl Kwao's advice. It's now time for our inspirational song for today, one by MOG Music. Song for today here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Good morning, Raymond Aqua.
Good morning. I hope you are doing well.
I'm doing well. I'm a bit exhausted. But
some are complaining your legs are not functioning the way it's supposed to function.
But how are you able to assess?
It's actually
from the way the man is working now. Some have already told me this morning that
according to
yes. I'm a man of the masses. I hear and listen to
perceived
them.
man of the masses.
Are you complaining?
Oh yes, I'm complaining. You know,
yes, so what is your problem? Why are you crying more than the bereaved? Well, the man is complaining that there's a problem. I'll find you a physiotherapist, okay? Yes, we will have to work it out. But you have to do your bit too.
Which is
joining me in the gym.
Yes, that I have to do. Because the upper body weight is too much.
The
upper body weight is too much for the lower body to carry.
Evidence-based. Okay, I'll reserve my comments.
But
you see, in fact, my say it
all
right.
The resolutions I've had post-birthday that I'm heading back to the gym.
Whenever anything goes awry, George, makes reference to my weight.
Are you bringing private conversation?
It will actually be. That's actually what I was going to say. I say it right. But let's continue and get into our Drive Safe campaign this morning, brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. So please, it's a bit wet this morning, and so when you're using the road, be careful. Okay, please be careful. This morning, I took my time driving to work because I knew I was going to get here. So if you have anywhere to go, step out early.
That's true.
Don't assume that the road will be, the road will be there for you. Please step out early and take your time because Ghana needs you alive.
And to plan properly, please sometimes check the social media handles of G8 Met. That's the Ghana Meteorological. Some time ago, we didn't trust the things they were saying there, but nowadays
they are well equipped.
Yes, they are very spot on. If you want to verify that, check your weather app on your iOS too, as in on your Apple
Man
device.
Of the masses.
Yes. I'm asking them to check on their device.
Because you have an Apple.
But these days, Apple is not an elitist phone.
Yes, it's for the masses.
It's for the masses. Everybody, a cost. Even Samsung costs more than some of the Apple.
Yes, it's for the masses.
No. I think let's be realistic here.
We're being realistic, but the phone I use is more expensive.
The key point is that you should be in the position to cross-check the weather before you step out, and it makes a lot of sense, or before you even sleep, so that you can plan the day ahead. You know that it might be raining at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. or a bit around that time, and they'll tell you the probability of that happening. You get what I'm trying to say? So we can have some foresight, so that we can proceed on that and be careful on the road, so that you don't wake up late and have to rush on slippery roads, which is very dangerous anyway.
One of the masses who uses a latest iPhone.
Yes.
Let's learn how to say it right.
Please. Say It Right is brought to you by Kingdom Books. Kingdom quality and affordability are their hallmarks. Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done.
And so this morning I want us to just learn something, and I started by actually talking about it. The pronunciation of the word A-W-R-Y, awry, and not ori, like some of us would be tempted to say. So I started by talking about the fact that, anything that is away from the usual, unexpected. So whenever anything goes, wrong, George always would make a reference to my weight. So when anything goes awry, George makes a reference to my weight. And so if you want to say it right, please, it's not ori, but it's awry. And that's how you say it right. Okay, I'm sure we can get into the papers. There are lots of political stories this morning, but maybe we'll save all of them for our discussions later on. We could just touch on them briefly. The newspaper review brought to us by Syntex Tanker, you're stronger, you're tough, and Access Bank more than banking.
Now, the Daily Guide is reporting this morning, cement price control, COCMAG cries foul, and they are worried about the impending legislation that would regulate the sector properly. And now it's also on the front page is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia holding the hand of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh at the rally grounds yesterday, and the headline is Bawumia NAPO Sheikh Kumasi. That's on the biggest picture and story on the front page. Now the other one, police pursue 7 over NPP Ayawasu West office attack. And well, I thought we got the indication that they had actually arrested 1.
Yeah.
Yes, so the last story on the front page is Nana commends German government. That's also there. But the biggest one, Bawumia NAPO Sheikh Kumasi. We all know what happened in Kumasi yesterday.
Kumasi, Raymond?
To all intents and purposes, yes. Sheikh used loosely to mean that every relevant government official, maybe with the exception of Andy Appiah Kubi, I didn't see. I didn't also see.
Were you expecting to see
Yes,
him?
yes. Why not? I mean, why? Recently,
visibly see him in the crowd or among the.
Oh yes, they lined up to go and greet. I followed keenly the people who were moving.
Every government
I saw the people that I
parliament.
was looking out for, and I was looking out for him, and I didn't get to see him. Indeed, the likes of Adjoa Safo and the rest were all there. Yes. People who have no business in parliament going forward, clearly, were also all there. So, and, well, yeah, people who more likely not have any business in government too
But there was
were
no
also
business
there.
of the party, right?
Hopefully.
Okay.
But, interestingly, the comments of Otunfo, and we should start with Nanado. I mean, he made some very profound statements when introducing Matthew Opoku Prempeh.
Yeah.
Yes. He talked about when he met him, the things he had asked him to do in his government and how he had delivered. And he said something like, if there is anybody who can attest to the competence of the two of them, being Mahmoud Bawumia and Matthew Opoku Prempeh, he, Adudankwa, can do so. Because he's worked with both. He knows their strength and he knows what they can do, and that he's very convinced they can take Ghana to the next step. So that was very profound.
Yeah.
Of course, he also took a swipe at John Dramani Mahama in several forms anyway, you know. And when the rally conversation came, he gave him additional, you know,
Nanado, of course, on the campaign platform. You see, Nanado doesn't get it wrong on a campaign platform. Yes, you may not like him, but when he gets to his, campaign elements, you can trust him. You see how he, even at the Menshia Palace, see how he went about it nicely, and then says, "Oh, see, also no no a free SHS by a gentleman name, to God." And then he goes on to talk about, and he talks about, and you see, in praising Bawumia, he says something. He says, people have said, "Oh, Bawumia is trying to do that." No. Bawumia is 100% loyal. I know Nanado's, for Nanado, loyalty above all else. If you're going to serve in his government, first of all, you must be loyal. You cannot say you're not loyal to his cause and remain in his government. No.
Let me do the new finder.
Please go
I
ahead.
have the lead story. NAPO is a problem solver according to Dr. Bawumia reveals while the Otunfo urges his submission. Also 2024 BC ECG disconnects power at Osuhom JHS over debt, and cement dealers absorb 35 Ghana cedis of cost amidst economic challenges. And the other story says the government to showcase infrastructure projects according to the Minister of Information. These are stories on the front page of the new finder.
I am interested in the cement bit. They talk about, they saving us some, they absorbing some 35 cedis. So what is the price of cement now? Let me just check the price of cement.
Just to go through the story, I think it's still ranging between 85 to 130.
So what have they absorbed? I mean,
because if you engage some of the producers, they argue that we are still not paying the actual cost for each bag of cement. There is some level if you try to index it against the dollar when it comes to their whole cost of production. And so that is what they claim. I mean, the paper says that, analysis shows that over the same period, the industry has only increased prices by 48%, despite the 77% of cement inputs being dollar denominated. So if you try to do a cost analysis of the cost in producing each bag with respect to the dollar being the base index currency for doing this, we are still not paying the actual cost for each bag of cement sold on the market. So that's what they claim.
You see, these things are better explained when we know the cost component of cement.
Yeah.
You just don't say, I have saved you, or I've actually
absorbed
this amount of money, when I do not know, for instance, what's happening in the cement industry. So, what is it that goes into the production of your cement? Of the cement?
So,
limestone, gypsum, and others. What they are the cost on the international market. But even then, all over the world, Raymond and George, you have institutions hiring people to do research on cheaper materials that can be used without affecting quality. So today, I mean, look, just about 2 or 3 weeks ago, somebody walked up to me and said he had actually found a feed, a new formula for pig feed that would save cost, but would actually boost the growth of pigs. I said, bring it on, because he's been researching. What are these cement producers doing? Is it a case that for them, all they think about is pass it on, and that's the end of it?
I think the Center for Scientific Research has done some work.
Pozzolana.
Where, in terms of the input.
They've done Pozzolana.
So,
recently, even professor of the GSA, the Science Authority, said the authority had actually given clearance for a certain material which is clay-based, which would necessarily reduce the pricing of cement by more than 30%. And that is actually to be deployed soon. Okay. He believes that that is one of the ways that when we start looking at local materials to replace the imported parts of what we use in producing our cement, it will start working out perfectly for us. So that is what maybe we should fast pace some of those things. Then we can really have the conversation about what other factors go into the production of cement that can be looked at, that can be supported, that can be improved in ways that, because it surely does not make sense to have a very huge what they call a gap when it comes to provision of houses. Then the materials for the provision of the houses is also expensive. Certainly market forces will force people to now increase prices, not only for new buildings but for rent too.
It's interesting that we have about 14 players in the industry in terms of production, but still it has not impacted on the price. But for some, the argument is that maybe it's just about stabilizing the Ghana city. If everything is done to stabilize the Ghana city, it is going to impact on a lot of products out there, not just cement, but everything.
All other things being equal. So this whole talk, I've always insisted, this whole talk about competition, inuring to the benefit of the consumer, all other things being equal. In Ghana, all other things are not equal. So in Ghana, they always get into an oligopoly. Look, we've seen the big four when it comes to the oil marketing companies.
Make them 5 now.
Maintaining the same price. We've seen it consistently. I mean, one of them that used to sell RON 95 for us for the price of RON 91 is actually moved into, now the production of RON 91 because then it became, very expensive. And the others, you've seen them when they increase prices. You look at it. So it's like I don't want to use the word cartel. So they come together, and once they start this chamber. Note
to protect their interests.
It is the protection.
But Winston, some would also say that it tells us that the cost inputs haven't gone down, because there was this, just like you saying that the economic theory would tell us that when there are too many players in a space, they want to use price as a major determinant to grow their product or improve their purchase of their product. But it tells you that maybe some of the major inputs when it comes to their cost components are not going down. They are rather becoming expensive. So even if you have 20 players, unless you want to sacrifice quality...
They have margins.
You want to sacrifice quality.
They have margins. Their own margins in there. But they still maintain the same margins. Anyway, let's get to the online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest, Goil Good Energy, Goil, Yenaredia, and G&G Technical Services, celebrating 30 years of providing backup power in Ghana.
Now experience an unforgettable summer escape with your Zenith Visa card. Spend a minimum of 3,000 Ghana cedi in at least 5 transactions and win an all-expense paid trip to the Olympic Games in Paris. Make this summer extraordinary with your Zenith Visa card. Use your Zenith Visa card for all your payments and enjoy the Olympic Games in Paris. For more details, visit zenithbank.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
And Good Energy has hit the road with exciting choices to energize your vehicle. It's giving you more options to take you further. Watch this space for your choice. Goil, Yanaya. And myjoyonline.com this morning says CDD Ghana advocates standardized procedure for correcting errors in elections. Parliament greenlights National Service Authority bill. And submit to Bawumia. Don't let him regret choosing you. Otumfuo.
I like that story.
Come
the
again?
Headline itself.
Yeah, that's what Otumfuo actually
I said. I
said.
like the headline.
Akufo-Addo dismisses Mahama's presidential bid, saying he has nothing new to offer. And let's see what's on citynewsroom.com this morning. Governments plan to recruit 11,000 security personnel, a rogue move to appease the youth. That's according to Member of Parliament for Boku Central, Mahama Yariga, saying that. And former Japanese soldier reaches settlement with sexual assault perpetrators, and that's on BBC, I beg your pardon, CNN.
I just saw the ENI issue. Very, very interesting, you know. Very, very interesting story. And whether we should have still gone ahead with this, you know, with this move and the consequences now that we are facing.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. But let's get to the BBC News now, brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us. An Old Mutual 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Good energy hits the road with exciting choices to energize your ride, giving you more options to take you further. Watch this space for your choice.
Goil, yeah.
After tasting 10 cedis worth of Abochi's kebab, you finally decide to buy some. He wraps it up and you take it home. Just when you're about to dig in, you see your name in bold Times New Roman font size 14 on the paper. And that's when you realize it's the CV you submitted for a job last week. The job market is changing rapidly. AI, clouds, holograms. Who knows what's next? Over 34 million Ghanaians. What makes you stand out? Get the X Factor to get ahead with tech courses from ALX. Choose AWS Cloud Computing, Salesforce Administration, Data Analytics, Data Science, Front-End Web Development, Back-End Web Development, or AI Career Essentials. Search ALX Ghana online to apply now. ALX. Do hard things.
Are your gums bleeding when you brush or floss? It may be time for a professional dental cleaning. Hi, I'm Tanya from Bethel Dental Clinic, Ghana. Bleeding gums are a sign of gum disease, and when you visit the dentist, your dental hygienist will examine your gums and bone health by completing a periodontal assessment. Using a periodontal probe, or a gum probe, the depth of the pockets are measured gently and precisely. We are checking for the space between the tooth and the gums, checking for bleeding gums, checking the recession, as well as to see if the teeth are mobile. So, have a discussion with your dental team on gum health and preventative measures against gum disease. and these discussions could be the first sign towards a healthier mouth.
Healthy smile.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of a Zenith SME business card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
Do you want a healthy smile?
Are your gums bleeding when you brush or floss? It may be time for a professional dental cleaning. Hi, I'm Tanya from Bethel Dental Clinic, Ghana. Bleeding gums are a sign of gum disease, and when you visit the dentist, your dental hygienist will examine your gums and bone health by completing a periodontal assessment. Using a periodontal probe, or a gum probe, the depth of the pockets are measured gently and precisely. We are checking for the space between the tooth and the gums, checking for bleeding gums, checking the recession, as well as to see if the teeth are mobile. So, have a discussion with your dental team on gum health and preventative measures against gum disease, and these discussions could be the first sign towards a healthier mouth.
Healthy smile.
Coming up after the news from the BBC World Service, it's Hard Talk with me, Stephen Sacker. These are tough times for Ukraine. Russian forces are relentlessly attacking Kyiv's defensive front lines and bombarding the country with missiles. Ukraine remains dependent on military and economic assistance from its allies, and the future of that support is by no means guaranteed. So, is momentum swinging decisively the Kremlin's way? My guest, Ilya Ponomarev, is a former Russian MP now fighting on Ukraine's side and committed to the overthrow of Vladimir Putin.
Any action is better than inaction, but the victory would be brought by people who take arms in their hands and who are ready to come to Moscow, take Putin out and hang him on the streets of Moscow. That's the only way this war can be ended.
That's Ilya Ponomarev on Hard Talk after the news.
Hello, I'm Emily Thomas with the BBC News. On the second day of the NATO summit in Washington, leaders will formally convene the North Atlantic Council, the alliance's principal political decision-making body. Opening the summit, President Biden said Ukraine would win against Russia. Tom Bateman has more details.
Mr. Biden vowed resolve in Europe's modern war, saying Ukraine would win against Russia. He pledged more air defence equipment for the country and took credit for NATO's expansion and increased defence spending. The alliance, he said, was now stronger than ever. But the extent of the president's pledges seemed to sit uncomfortably with the visiting Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelensky, who was already disappointed that there would be no clear timetable for NATO membership. In a separate address, Mr. Zelensky called for more action and Western leadership that he said doesn't waver.
Talks to bring about a ceasefire in Gaza and to release more of the Israeli hostages seized on October the 7th are expected to resume in Qatar today. American and Israeli intelligence chiefs will meet senior Qatari and Egyptian officials. From Jerusalem, here's Nick Beek.
The ceasefire plan under discussion was put forward by President Biden in May and would see a 6-week truce in Gaza while more hostages were released. Hamas appears to have dropped a long-standing demand that Israel commits to a permanent ceasefire before the process begins. But Hamas claims ongoing Israeli military operations are undermining any deal. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu insists the war won't end until Hamas has been destroyed.
Members of a religious group are on trial in Australia, accused of denying medication to an 8-year-old girl who then died. Her parents are among 14 defendants who are all representing themselves at Queensland's Supreme Court. Simon Atkinson reports from Brisbane.
Elizabeth Strews died in January 2022 after members of a sect known as the Saints allegedly prayed to God to cure her type 1 diabetes, rather than giving her insulin. Her father and the religious group's leader were charged with murder. The girl's mother, brother and 10 others are accused of manslaughter. In what promises to be a hugely complex case, all 14 defendants are representing themselves. The trial, held without a jury, is expected to last around 3 months. It's already been delayed by a day to allow the Brisbane courtroom to be modified to fit all the defendants.
A South Korean politician is being criticised for making dangerous and unsubstantiated comments after linking a rise in male suicides to what he said was the increasingly dominant role of women in society. The Seoul City Councillor Kim Ji-duk argued in a report that the increased participation of women in the workforce made it harder for men to get jobs and to find wives. This is the latest world news from the BBC. The Philippines has rejected Beijing's accusation that its grounded warship on the contested second Scarborough Shoal in the South China Sea has damaged the coral reef ecosystem. The Philippine Task Force for the region has called for an independent scientific assessment. The Philippines insists that China is the country endangering the corals and jeopardizing their natural habitat. A union representing tens of thousands of workers at Samsung Electronics in South Korea is extending a 3-day strike over pay and benefits indefinitely. It said management had shown no sign of wanting to negotiate. Managers dispute that and say there'll be no impact on production. The Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is heading a large business delegation to Austria. Bethany Bell reports.
This is the first visit by an Indian leader to Vienna for decades. Mr. Modi, who's accompanied by a large business delegation, is holding talks with Austria's Chancellor Karl Nehammer and the Austrian Foreign Minister Alexander Schallenberg. It's understood that Ukraine will be high on the agenda. India has not condemned Russia's invasion and has agreed to closer cooperation with Moscow. However, Mr. Modi's remarks about the death of innocent children in Ukraine were described as unusually pointed.
Archaeologists have given a facelift to Britain's oldest chalk figure, a giant horse that was carved into a hillside about 3,000 years ago. Work was started last year when measurements revealed that parts of the 111-metre-long Uffington White Horse had shrunk significantly as soil slipped and grass encroached. Scientists speculate it may have been a tribal symbol or a territorial marker. Spain have reached this year's Euro Football Championship final, beating France 2-1 in a sizzling encounter. Spain will face either England or the Netherlands in the final on Sunday. In the Copa America tournament, Argentina saw off Canada. BBC News.
My body, when you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling. Oh, you go work, but you know it's out on your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, cause you know it's out on your side. And when you dream, no say I live for you. And when you hustle every day, many wanna go. Anything you do, I live for you. Fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I'm on your side, fidelity.
Hello, Auntie Araba. Hey, Bugger, how are you doing today? I want to buy Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, but I don't have enough money. So what are you going to do? Can you give me the big size? You know, as for me, I'll pay the balance later.
Today, no credit. I haven't sold much this morning. If you don't have enough money for the big size, why don't you try the 120 gram pack?
There's a 120 gram pack? Introducing the new Pepsodent Cavity Fighter in 120 gram pack size. More affordable and convenient. Get yours today from any supermarket near you. Every smile matters. This advert is FDA approved.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Roberto doing, his thing, getting us into the groove. And Raymond, you feel it's like a Friday, right?
Yes. It's those songs he plays when it's around Friday, when you are heading up to the weekend. Maybe perhaps because of a long day yesterday, some of us are started feeling Friday. We need holidays ahead of time. I mean,
really?
Of course, yes. Long days are because some of us believe that even if it's your birthday, you can still work.
But if it's your birthday, you can. But since yesterday, since yesterday you couldn't celebrate the birthday,
as is always expected.
And today is also the birthday of your protege Isaac Kofi Ejimita. Today is his birthday. I suggest that we have the kinky party today.
Oh no, I told you I'm mourning, and that being seen as a
so the party will come after the morning.
Yes, please. All celebrations postponed until morning.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We're here.
Yeah,
we're here. We have time, pa.
For and on behalf of the people of this republic.
We have time, pa. We will wait for you.
Yes.
We'll wait for you. But coming up this morning here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM.
I have every confidence in Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. Our ticket is a ticket of youth, of experience, of innovation, and of generational thinking. A ticket, no. We are bringing it to the people of Ghana to help us move Ghana to the next generation.
Nkurɔfoɔ bi sɛ w'ani nsɔ adeɛ mesi akwadaa me tete no wɔ fie ma nhunu saa adeɛ nti na nnɛ yɛreka saa deɛ yɛreka no me deɛ mɛsan wo ti sɛ nte saa ɛma ne nyɛ hɔ me bɛyɛ deɛ makasa akyerɛ no wɔ dɛm mɛtu no fo nanso ma menka nkyerɛ wo ɛma Dr. Bawumia nnu no ho sɛ wɔyii wɔ ɛma ne nnu no ho sɛ wɔyii wɔ wokɔyɛ no kɔyɛ sompa ne di n'akyi na deɛ ɔbɛkyerɛ wɔ na wɔ sɛ woyɛ
Ghana, Ghana, Bakosama, President Kufuor to call retirement. Not even the Mr. Case who said a free style Ghana from 1957. Ebekane, the new president be our Ghana chain and Ado Kufuor. Messi a free style 1957. Bekane, one form of Kwame Nkrumah, one form of.
Right, so that's a member of parliament for Menchia South, Energy Minister Matthew Opoku Prempeh. Raymond.
Yeah, very instructive. Which one do you want me to comment on first? Yes.
Which one do you want to comment on first? Because later on the show, you would have the chance to, yesterday we started the analysis, but we've slept over it now.
As for the one about Kwame Nkrumah, I think it's just talk. I mean, clearly, nobody takes it serious. But let's put that one aside. In fact, in terms of leadership, I mean, forget about even Ghana alone. On the African continent, it will be difficult to find the likes of Nkrumah. So that's not really, and well, I think when you do that, you are just putting Nana Addo in a terrible position. Nana Addo is doing his part. John Kufuor did his part. Jerry Rawlings did his part. Other people have also done their part. You get my point.
Yeah.
So to establish to say, oh yeah, as for that one, yeah, but that's not the kind of conversation I'm expecting from Matthew Opoku Prempeh on the day that he's been unveiled. I think it was heavily underwhelming. I don't know if he prepared to deliver the speech this way, but he appeared to be repeating himself on some of the issues. To only be interested in saying that I'm very grateful to you guys for giving me this position. And he said, I'm very happy.
He's looked forward to this
exactly.
For a very long time.
So maybe he was overcome by the excitement. And so, I mean, a bit of what I was expecting him to say, I was expecting him. And you see, the response of the people even could tell you the response. If you want to compare proper response, listen to what the people did when Kenneth Japan spoke to them. Slow tone. Quietly, he was not even shouting on top of his voice like what they call it, Matthew Opoku Prempeh was doing. I do not think that this is the gingering the base that people are looking for. Because they asked for this ginger there, it didn't ginger. I mean, some will be. I'm just trying to put in the perspective here. Yes, he was on a rally talk. He needed to get the people to understand that there's still something to fight for as a party going into an election. He needed to get them. But even the point where he was talking about people letting go their grievances, how he couched it was even problematic. So, well, especially a man who has just been advised barely 2 hours ago by the king himself that don't let it be so. I know you not to be arrogant or any other things they are saying about you. I was expecting a bit more of a calculated speech that is moving, that is going to get people into the spirit to go out there and campaign big time. This one, he was as if he was speaking to the, what do they call it, the UP people of 1923, 54. I mean, those years. But the people who is all gathering there, to all intents and purposes, were those KNUS citizens and other people. So I'm not sure if he read the room properly. One, I'm also not sure whether he really put together or he was coached nicely to come and deliver a speech. Nobody is expecting him to be an expert on speech giving, but this is your biggest day out. The day that you are delivering something. Maybe they organize something else for him to be doing. But I was not impressed with the delivery, with the gusto, with the content, with the points he was making. I think they should have just ended the day at Menchia. Menchia was a fantastic gathering and a showing. So powerful and so strong. But when the other things came in there,
so this is what I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Menchia outdooring or introduction to a tune for me was the best part of all of this.
That's true.
Now, after Menchia, you probably could have said end it, but of course they wanted to introduce him also at a rally, which they did. I'm sure now the handlers, because I'm told that he's on his way to Amenfi East, NAPO. He's going to see Tetrete Kumwa Sechim, who is the paramount chief of the Wasamenfi traditional area.
Okay.
He's going to be, visiting him this morning. Yes, Tetrete Kumwa Sechim the second, a man who's, in Stubent. I was present, when he was in Stubent.
Okay.
Now, so he's on the campaign. He's on the campaign. I'm sure today they will tell him, well, next time we have gone past these kind of speeches. Listen to how Akufo-Addo does it.
Yeah, and you see, okay, maybe we are not saying experience and all of that, but Abuku has been MP for 4 times. This is not his first rodeo. This is not the first time he's climbed the platform like that. And I was expecting, even what Dr. Bawumia said. I hope you get my point.
Yeah.
So I think perhaps his speech was not the way. Maybe I am judging him by other standards, or maybe this was just an introductory comment, and that this is how they envisaged he was going to speak out there. But I didn't get the point. I was expecting this format, and okay, this is my expectation, that he will deliver a moving speech, a speech that we can cut and play back, and the intent of recruiting him, that's activating a certain base. Whenever they hear that speech, they will be, wow, there is fresh energy and there's fresh connection for us to move on. By what he said and by what Kennedy Japan said, it appeared to me that if there was an opportunity to make changes, maybe Opoku Prempeh should be asked to sit aside so that Kennedy Japan takes over, because he appears to have a better connection with the people. Listen to even the responses alone.
Okay, so listen to a bit of what Kennedy Japan said, but maybe the presidential candidate is also, he told you he's looking for the qualities of Matthew Poku Prempeh. So that's what he was looking for. But listen to what Kennedy Japan said.
So min free party mun kwadi min timin kasa party ni yadia min kobi ana min kasa media me kan crash na mo e party empanfo so a mudi party nanim ama grassroots no abufu abamu no mu free ha na mu free grassroots.
Yes, then he proceeds to now come to say, listen, this is still a better party than the other one.
Yeah.
So he does some introspection. He moves on to now give advice. Then he now says, let's make sure that we do not allow the alternative, which is scary, to actually come in. That is more motivating than ignoring and saying that if you think that there's a problem somewhere, forgive everybody, okay? But the problem people are having with you say forgive me. What is the difficulty in saying that?
Well, Raymond will talk more about these here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. What are your own thoughts? Let's get interactive here on the Super Morning Show. Join us on X. Use the hashtag JoySMS, and then on WhatsApp 055 1111997. Raymond says we have the problem with you. No, he's speaking on behalf of all the others. Okay, but
I see.
Toyota Ghana has expanded its vehicle lineup with 3 new models, introducing the all-new Toyota Vitz, a stylish, highly fuel-efficient A-segment passenger car with a compact design suitable for urban travel. For safety, it has a wireless door lock, an ultra-modern anti-theft system, and ISOFIX child-resistant system. And then the Toyota Urban Cruiser. The C-segment crossover SUV features a robust design, advanced technology like a 3-spoke urethane steering wheel, a 4.2-inch TFT, a touchscreen audio display with a USB, Apple CarPlay or Android audio connectivity. But also this one, the new and luxurious Toyota Land Cruiser 250 Prado. Raymond.
The one that the masses have agreed to just make sure that as a man of the people, I have one to be mobile, to be able to connect, to be able to listen and engage with the people. Okay. I'm not saying that, I'm not a man who believes in luxury. I'm a man who believes in identifying with the people.
But
yes,
but
because of sometimes waist problems and back pains that are associated with traveling up and down, one would need the right kind of mobility tool to be able to engage the people across the length and breadth of this country. In effect, it is in the interest of both the masses and Toyota that I am guaranteed one for and on behalf of the people.
So that
when I finish my work, I hand it over to the people.
When you finish your work, when?
Yes.
You're going on
when I retire.
Anyway, but I am going to. I think I need to get this car for one of my birthdays. If not this year, next year.
I see.
I am speaking out of faith.
Yes. You are commanding it into being.
Yes, I'm commanding it into being. If not this year, next year. So the all new and luxurious Toyota Land Cruiser 250 Prado boasts cutting-edge features like jam-protected power windows, an audio, telephone, and voice recognition steering switch, a UV cut sun and moon roof, an ultra-modern immobilizer, and matched off-road capabilities, and strong presence, inviting you to embrace adventure and luxury like never before. These 3 new additions to the Toyota range aim to provide the best value for your peace of mind, motoring, and uphold Toyota Ghana's commitment to offering the best vehicle purchase and ownership experience, whether navigating the city, embarking on an adventure, or asserting luxury. Toyota Ghana has a vehicle to meet your needs. Visit Toyota Ghana's branches in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takoradi, Takwa, and Tamale, or call 0302-910-2044 for the unique experience of Toyota superior quality.
Now, the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System, PAPS, is now live at Fidelity Bank. Imagine sending money to your loved ones or business partners across Africa instantly and in Ghana cities. Don't wait for days for transactions to clear. No more expensive fees. Just fast, secure, and affordable payment. PAPS is here, and Fidelity Bank makes sending money through PAPS very easy. Visit any Fidelity Bank branch and start sending money across Africa instantly, securely, and affordably to Nigeria, Gambia, Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Raymond, you know Villandro, right?
Yes.
Not the one in Ho, you know the one in East Legon.
Oh yes, I know that place. That place, secluded place. Yeah.
So you know my senior Kwame Sowu.
I met him recently in Kumasi.
Okay, so Kwame Sowu says, tell Raymond that Villandro will fully sponsor the Kenke party.
Oh yes,
he should just indicate the time. Keke.
I will do so then clearly. But the Kenke party, I now have to select the people who have to attend, which means that everybody has to be nice to me. In Bura and Co. It is in their interest to show me niceness, or else I'll remove your name from it.
Don't worry.
This is discretion.
But should not be arbitrary. Anyway, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices, is introduced an online store for your shopping convenience. This means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com. Without physically coming to any of their branches, it is hassle-free, and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time, and they offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions have apply at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
So where are you headed? Are you going shopping at the mall or buying fuel for your car? Are you enjoying your favorite meal at a restaurant or getting home essentials at your favorite shop? Or you're shopping online for the things you need? Wherever you go, whatever you're doing, do it with SG Visa Card. The SG Visa Card is your best option to make payments for goods and services online or anywhere with a point of sale machine. Enjoy a world of amazing opportunities available with the SG Visa Card. Go about your business anywhere in Ghana with the comfort and security of your money available to you. Always make your life easy and use your SG Ghana Visa Card today. To find out more, just call 0302-214-314. SG Ghana, the future is you.
So question, which app allows you to transfer money at only a tiny fee using a Visa card? Express Pay. At Express Pay, we keep, falling for you. Yes, our prices are falling, sending 100 Ghana cedis and you pay 1 Ghana cedi, 200 Ghana cedis, you pay 2 Ghana cedis. And for the ballers, when you send 5,000, you pay 10 Ghana cedis. Basically, any amount over 1,000, you pay 10 cedis per. But there's more. In this month of July, Express Pay is filling the car tank of many lucky customers. One new customer, an old loyal customer, every day, Monday to Friday till the end of July. Simply spend 500 Ghana cedis or more by paying for services or sending money with your Visa card to qualify. So download the Express Pay app for simplified payments, 24/7 customer experience, tiny fees, and a full car tank. Express Pay, in partnership with Visa, has made these tiny fees possible across 9 banks: Stanbic Bank, EcoBank, Stanchart, Absa, FNB, Fidelity, Cowbank, First Atlantic, and GT Bank Visa card holders. Terms and conditions do apply.
Hello world, let's help you check your dream locations off your bucket list. Make your travel dreams a reality with Access Bank. Winston, which dream location do you have on your bucket list? Yeah. You tell me, I'll make it come into. Today we are commanding things into being.
Where do I want to go to?
Yeah, not like Kojoans who has been mentioning Bora Bora or Bra Bra or something. No. Yeah, yes, yeah.
I think I'd love to go to Egypt and Morocco.
Oh yes, I recommend to you heavily Egypt.
Yes,
you should go through the Giza, what they call it, pyramids. They pass by Aswan. They also have some wonderful. I have been there. It is Africa. It's one of the greatest locations. Instead of going to the other place.
No. I want to explore Africa first.
Yes. There's Pan-Africanism within your soul.
Yes.
Anyway, so let's help you check out this dream location on your bucket list. Make your travel dreams a reality with Access Bank. Our aviation and hospitality desk is designed with you in mind. Let's help you book and pay for your ticket and secure travel insurance. No wahala. Whether it's a tropical escape or a visit to family, Access Bank has you always covered. Avoid the hassle. Book your next flight with Emirates, South African Airways, Air Peace, or African World Airlines through Access Bank. Our 55 branch network gives you convenience, easy payment, and security. So, Winston, all you need to now, you start from here. accessbankplc.com. or call to free 0800 004400 for more information and assistance. Access Bank, more than banking.
Great. So do you have a game-changing, innovative business idea or project that can impact society? Then this is your moment, because Total Energies present the 4th edition of the Startup Hour of the Year Challenge. And this year, Total Energies say they are looking for 3 winners. The best entrepreneur, also known as the InnovUp winner. The best project or innovative business idea exemplifying recycling and minimizing waste, the Cycle Up winner. And the best project promoting or relating to sustainable and affordable energies, the Power Up winner. And that's not all. For additional projects in the Power Up category will be selected by an international jury. Don't wait any longer. Apply now at startup.totalenergies.com for your chance to win financial support, professional mentorship, and a spotlight for your project. Terms and conditions apply. Hashtag Total Energies. Stay with us. Your birthday messages and sports after these messages.
Hey, so as for you, every day you are just pressing your phone. Why? Are they paying you?
They are, Oma. The more I use my MTN, the more points I get. And I can use those points to get airtime, data, and even discounts at shops and restaurants.
Hey, so that is why all of you are always pressing your phones. And you won't tell us, so that we too we can enjoy some.
Oh, ma.
There's always more to enjoy with MTN Rewards. Just keep talking, testing, and browsing all day, every day to collect your points and use it to redeem amazing offers and discounted freebies right away. There's so much available for you. So dial *550# and get your reward today. Let's go everywhere you go.
Kweku, have you heard what they are doing on MTN?
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And where do you think you're going?
To train in the garden.
With my broom?
Mom, it's a javelin.
Oh, really? And that plate?
That's not a plate, it's a discus, Mom. We are training to become winners.
Well, you know you need lots of energy to become winners. So you both better start your day with Twisco before you go anywhere. Besides its great chocolatey taste, Twisco is enriched with Enerfort, a blend of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals for little winners.
Thanks, Mom.
Got to keep my little winners in shape. Twisco, power your dreams.
This advert is FDA approved. Life in Denmark can be quite different for an African legend like Michael Essien. The weather, the food, the silence. But there is always a place he can call home.
Home is where your heart is.
Sportybet. Play with champions.
All right, so welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And it's now time for your birthday messages brought to us by MTN.
Everywhere you go.
And Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group,
as close as a partner.
Whose birthday today, Raymond?
Yes. So, but before that, let me thank all the people of this republic and beyond. The Thimi masses who yesterday showed me a lot of love. I am very grateful to you. I remain your servant in all times and in all seasons. Yeah, so that's the first one.
Okay, so today is the birthday of Thaddeus Selikem Komala Kluche. Now, I also known as Profi. Is that when you heard Thaddeus, you thought it was Thaddeus? Sorry.
Yes, and then I heard Komala Kluche too. So
it's actually the son of Komala Kluche.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I think I was at the outdooring, right?
Oh, yes. Okay.
The Lord bless you and protect you and make you great and strong. From your mom, Ejewa, dad and sister Kekeli, your uncles and aunties. Yes, I think I was there. Yes, I was there. But also, happy birthday to Georgina Agbeli Wotochi of East Legon. It's from your son, lawyer David Kuku. I've told you about that, my friend. That's my lawyer friend.
Yeah.
Controversial man.
Yes.
Very, very controversial man. He doesn't like when I say it's controversial. Because the last time he went to court, the judge said, I heard you are controversial on Joy FM. But
there you are.
Very controversial man.
controversy is necessary.
I'm sure he's going to send me a message.
Yes, you are destroying the reputation before judges. Anyway,
he's a controversial man.
Today is the birthday of Nana Jo Hackman. Nana Jo Hackman is the wife of Gabi Asare-Ochidako. Yes. Thank you. You have a birthday wish.
Today's the birthday of Isaac Kofiaje Minta.
Yes, Isaac.
Journalist and researcher here.
Yeah, he doesn't like adding the Minta. Sometimes, because apparently
what is he hiding?
No, because you see, the Isaac Kofiaje is a very nice one. Minta makes it extra. So. Yes.
But I always say Isaac Kofiaje Minta.
Oh, no.
So I end at Isaac Kofiaje.
So ideally, you should be saying Kofiaje.
Kofiaje,
yes. But if you want to do the formal government records, Isaac Kofiaje. But if you add the Minta there, it's as if you are reading family records. Yes.
Somebody says it's Fentio Tahiru Fentio. That's the official government name. Or there are others?
No.
Are you sure?
Finish it. The ended day.
We can find out. My official name is Winston Kofi Amwa.
They say it has some other elements.
Sam Winston, no.
Sam Winston.
I'll show you what's it.
Winston, no comparison here. I am not coming, Kruma.
I remember those days at Lesia, the gentleman who was at GTV. Have I forgotten his name? Nuto Bibini Nuto.
Yes.
Nuto. The name starts, and you're not sure that's where it's going to end.
There's quite a number of them.
Yes. I know.
Nuto Bibini Nuto.
And Fentio Tahiru Fentio.
That's right.
My good friend.
Fentio Tariq Fentio.
That's Tariq. Okay.
Tariq.
Yes.
Who advised you on the name?
Which one?
The son's name.
Why? A man can name his own son. Somebody needs to advise me.
The problem with you people, I don't like transparency.
Which
this
people?
Simple question, you can't answer it.
You see the way people express themselves these days. Is that the problem with you people? That's how somebody went to say.
Listen.
You want to talk about NAPO? Don't bring it.
You people means what?
No, thank you.
If you say this in America, do you know that they'll cancel you?
Why?
If a white person tells a black person, you people.
No, it's
what does that mean?
Who don't like transparency?
You
don't like transparency.
Fentio, listen.
You people means what?
No,
are you referring to not net?
Oh no!
Are you tribalistic?
No, not at all, my brother. This one that you are forcing, you want to answer the question, so you're accusing me.
Fentio.
So you people know. It means what?
Take your time.
It
means that those of you who are not transparent.
Let's get the you people.
He says those of you are not transparent. And I'm just making a point that in my account tradition, they say your first son must be named after your father.
Yeah.
So when you have your first son,
you said what tradition?
In my account tradition.
So why it doesn't apply to me?
No, I'm making a point.
No, relax.
Okay.
So when you ask me why that name, I tell you because he's the first son. Simple.
So why that name?
Answer the question. Then you are going around in circles.
And you are fighting us over this small question.
Answer the question.
What question?
Why
Tariq?
Answer.
Is it because of Tariq Lamptey?
This is not family affairs or.
Oh no! We have time for you. We want to educate the people.
I owe neither of you an explanation for my son's name. I owe neither of you an explanation for my son's name.
Okay. Since that's also an answer.
Yes.
It could also be an answer.
It's also an answer.
The people who are listening to you.
Can we move on?
No, we are not moving on. They are very disappointed in this your answer.
Winston, what's the meaning of your son's name?
Papa Shishaudie. Don't you know what Shishaudie means?
Shishaudie. Look for your own.
Yeah, that's my father's name. So you have to.
So your name is Winston Shishaudie.
No, but I'm not the first son.
Winston,
from
the look of things, the man has decided to now interview you on the matter. They have asked you a question, you can't answer an interview.
Anyway, let's get into the Sports Center, proudly brought to us by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
Standard Chartered Bank.
Here for good.
And Twisco Food Drink. Twisco, power your dream. And if it's football you want, we've got it all. Yes, all of it on DSTV, all the leagues, all the caps, all the matches live in HD. This season promises to be exciting. DSTV, your home
of entertainment.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, let me give you some good news coming from Standard Chartered Bank. Yes. So that I don't behave like friend you. So, folks, imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. I mean, picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more with Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans. you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right. We're not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you are ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, or 0244-674-154. Together, let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dream shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And have you guys heard the latest from MTN? Well, then if you're not, listen. For those of you who love MTN Free After One, prepare for the upgraded experience that is Free After One Extra. Now let me tell you what the extra is all about. With MTN Free After One Extra, you can talk for 1 whole hour uninterrupted while paying for only the first minute of every 10 minutes you talk, which means for every 10 minutes you talk within the hour, you pay for the first minute. And you get to talk 60 minutes straight with no interruptions. You're like, what do you hear? Well, as if that's not enough, you also get 70 megabytes of data for free after your first call. So you see, now is the time to talk extra with all the people you love. To subscribe, just dial *550# to subscribe to MTN Free After One Extra today. Just dial *550# and follow the prompts.
Hello, Ghana. There's an exciting new chocolate beverage out there on the market from the producers of Cowbell. Permit me to introduce you to Twisco, a chocolate food drink with a blend of premium cocoa powder enriched with Enafort. And Enafort is a combination of energy-boosting minerals and vitamins, including B vitamins, C and D, iron, and many more. Twisco is available in 20 gram and can be found at your nearest neighborhood store in a delightful red sachet for only 1 CD 80 pesos. To enjoy all the goodness packed in a sachet, empty contents into a mug, mixed with 180 milliliters of previously boiled water, add milk and stir. Start your day with a cup of the great tasting Twisco and power your dream. This advert is FDA approved.
Thank you very much. Good morning to all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentu, Tahiru Fentu. Coming up,
Yamal. Got a bend on it. That is simply amazing. The youngest player to ever play in the semi-final of a major tournament has just delivered a goal for the Asians.
16 years old, Lamine Yamal makes history after helping Spain reach the final of Euro 2024 with a win over France. Also coming up,
how do you feel your mindset is when there is some disrespect from the crowd? Does it help you play better?
Do you have any other questions other than the crowd? Or are you focused only on that, or?
Novak Djokovic takes his protest over disrespect to the media and walks out of a BBC interview just 90 seconds into it. We'll tell you why very shortly. But first, Kotoko have announced the signing of midfielder Emmanuel Entry on a 3-year deal. The 24-year-old featured 26 times for Great Olympics last season and scored 6 goals, becoming Kotoko's 3rd signing of his campaign.
I'm very happy to be honest. This is a dream come true, and it's been years now. I've always dreamed to join this club like crazy, and today I've had the opportunity to be here, so I'm really happy to be here.
That's Emmanuel Entry, Kotoko's very new signing. Now, still on matters relating to Kotoko, they face Hartlepool in the first Democracy Cup scheduled to come off next week at the Accra Sports Stadium. The game is part of activities marking 30 years of parliamentary democracy in the Fourth Republic. Last week, Speaker of Parliament Aban Bagwin led a delegation to present the trophy to the President, Akufo-Addo. Bagwin says the purpose of the game is to preach peace ahead of the December general elections.
Objective definitely of the Democracy Cup is to leverage sports, particularly football, as a platform to involve our teeming youth in the 30th anniversary celebration and to get them to understand what this whole democracy is about. We want to use the opportunity to preach peace and unity among the youth, particularly as the nation gears towards the election 2024 in December.
That's Alban Bagbin, Speaker of Ghana's Parliament. Moving on, the Black Queens, they held their first training session in Tokyo yesterday ahead of their friendly against Japan this Saturday. It's the first time the senior women's national team will play a top 10 team in 8 years. Goalkeeper Cynthia Conlan is calling for more of such friendlies ahead of their participation in the 2024 Women's AFCON next year in Cameroon.
I know Ghanaians are expecting a lot from us. And we know Japan, they are good side. So we are also ready to go out there and give our best. So whatever it is, we have to just feel ourselves, be ourselves, and give our best in the field. So that's it all. We are just being ourselves. That's it. When we play against Japan, Brazil, if you get games like Japan, Brazil, those high, it gives us more time to prepare ahead of the AFCON.
Cynthia Conlan is goalkeeper for the Black Queens, and next year's tournament is in Morocco, beg your pardon, not Cameroon. Meanwhile, the Black Princesses, that's the under-20 team, they're preparing in earnest at the Cape Coast Stadium ahead of next month's U20 Women's World Cup in Colombia. The team is aiming to reach the knockout stages of the competition for the first time in 7 attempts. The head coach is Yusuf Bazigi. He says preparations are going well after a slow start.
They are cooperating very well. We started and it was as if we're not going to get there because they were finding it very difficult. But now, as I'm speaking, I can say that they are improving very fast. I know Ghanaians are expecting that we should go beyond the group stage. That is a paramount expectation. And we also have it in the mind. The expectations from Ghanaians is exactly what we are also expecting, to go beyond the group stage.
That's Yusuf Baziki, Ghana's under-20 women's national team coach. And for the first time in the history of beach soccer in Ghana, the Emancipation Beach in Keta will host the Black Sharks 2024 Beach Soccer AFCON qualifier against Cote d'Ivoire on Sunday, July 21, 2024. Jan Pofuankra is chairman of the Ghana Beach Soccer Committee. He says playing the game in Keta will boost tourism in the area.
The direction, the conversation of having the sport beyond its traditional settings would also begin. Obviously, Keta has contributed to beach soccer players, competitions, the support, festivals. We've had huge crowds watching, and this is a reward. I think the FA recognized that, and without hesitation, it was something that if it can be done, okay, let's try it. Why not? It's a big test. I don't think it's a gamble. I think it's an opportunity that we need to embrace.
That's Jan Pofuankra, chairman of Ghana's Beach Soccer Committee. Let's go to Germany now. And that's where Lamine Yamal became the youngest goal scorer in Euros history as Spain came from behind to beat France 2-1 in an absorbing contest to book their spot in the final. Colomwani puts the French ahead before Yamal curled home a stunning strike from outside the box to write his name into the record books by scoring at the age of 16 years and 362 days. Jules Koundé then turning Danny almost short into his own net to give Spain the lead 4 minutes after Yamal's equalizer, and that was how the game ended, 2-1 in favor of the Spaniards. Speaking at the post-match press conference, Yamal said he was happy to help Spain reach the final.
The person I'm talking about, this person will know who this person is, and I'm just really happy about reaching the final. I'm really happy about my team, really happy for the victory and for getting to the final. I don't know if it's the best goal of the tournament, but it's the most special for me because getting to a final with the national team in a Euro, it's something super special for me.
That's Lamine Yamal. Meanwhile, Kylian Mbappe, he didn't score a single goal from open play at this competition. And he has admitted that France's entire campaign was a big failure.
Well, it is difficult. It's a failure. Our ambition was to be European champions. I wanted to be European champion, but we didn't. So from that point on, it was a failed competition. But that's football. You have to move on. I think it's been a long year, so I'm going on holiday and get some rest. It'll do me a lot of good, and I'll try to come back really strong.
That's Mbappe. Now, Spain will face the winner of the second semi-final between England and the Netherlands in Sunday's final. Tonight's game between the Dutch and the English will be played at the Signal Iduna Park in Dortmund. The England manager, Gary Southgate, has admitted expectations at the start of the Euros weighed them down.
You know, one of the strengths of us over the last 7-8 years has been less fear, less inhibition. But I think at the beginning of the tournament, the expectation weighed quite heavily. And of course, the external noise was louder than it's ever been. So I felt we couldn't quite get ourselves in the right place. And in the end, what was impressive was that the players ground it out. They ground results out and found ways to win.
That's Gareth Southgate, the England manager. We have live commentary of that game on 99.7 Joy FM at 7 p.m. tonight. In America, Lionel Messi, he scored his 109th international goal and the first of the tournament to lead Argentina to a 2-0 victory over Canada to book their spot in the final of the Copa America. Argentina will face Uruguay or Colombia on Sunday at the Miami Gardens, Florida. Uruguay and Colombia in the other semi-final is at midnight later tonight. Let's do tennis. And defending Wimbledon champion Carlos Alcaraz is through to the semi-finals to face Daniil Medvedev, while Jasmine Paolini's fairy tale run continued into the last four. Daniel Cranting has a wrap of all of the nice action.
Defending Wimbledon champion Carlos Alcaraz recovered from a slow start to beat Tommy Paul and set up another semi-final against Daniil Medvedev, a repeat of their meeting from last year. Medvedev, who defeated world number 1 Yannick Sinner, will be looking to avenge his defeat in the 2023 match that saw Alcaraz win in straight sets on his way to taking the title. In a women's draw, Croatia's Donna Vekic moved into the last four by ending New Zealand qualifier Lulu Son's dream with a 5-7, 6-4, 6-1 win. Vekic's powerful brand of tennis has set up a meeting with Italian 7th seed Jasmine Paolini, who won 6-2, 6-1 against American 19th seed Emma Navarro.
Let's stay with Jasmine Paolini there, because her win last night meant she became the first Italian woman to reach a Wimbledon semi-final. Until this year, the 28-year-old had not won a single tour match on grass.
It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. I mean, it's amazing to get the win in this court, in this special court. Yeah, I'm so happy to be in the semi-final. I don't know what to say at the moment. Grazie, thank you.
And as I like to shamelessly remind you, Paolini's maternal grandfather is Ghanaian, so we can claim her for sure. And before we go, Novak Djokovic has taken his war against disrespect to the media after walking out of a BBC interview just 90 seconds into the sit-down. The Serb had sat down to look ahead to his quarter-final match later today, but after 3 questions related to his comments on the disrespectful Wimbledon crowd, the 7-time winner had had enough and decided politely to cut the chat short.
When I feel that the crowd is stepping over the line, I react, and I don't regret my words or actions on the court.
How do you feel your mindset is when there is some disrespect from the crowd? Does it help you play better?
Do you have any other questions other than the crowd? Or are you focused only on that, or any questions about the match or something like that, or is it solely focused on that?
Well, your immediate reaction after was...
Well, I mean, this is the third question already. I mean, I said what I have to say. I mean, maybe we can speak about it.
So with Alex de Minaur up next?
Yeah. I look forward to it. It's going to be a tough one.
He's going to be popular here.
Wow. So Novak Djokovic, he said he's had enough, and he's been disrespected left, right, centre. So he left the interview. After that, he's in action against Alex de Minaur and hoping to book a semi-final place and on course, of course, to win an 8th Wimbledon title. He has 7 titles from there. That's all the sport this morning on the Joy Sports Centre. My name is Fentua. Tahiru Fentua. Back to you, Winston.
Thank you very much, Fentua. Tahiru Fentua with the latest in the world of sports. But let's get interactive this morning here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Join us on X, use the hashtag JoySMS, and on WhatsApp 055-111-1997. What's your assessment of the outdooring, the unveiling of Matthew Poku Prempeh? What do you make of his speech? Any highs, lows? Social media messages on this morning show brought to us by Rapinol. When the pain is too much to bear, grab Rapinol from Dan Exciting, Starwin PLC. Rapinol, the rapid pain reliever. And EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa. And then Malatu from Ernest Chemist, Malatu Power over malaria. So this is the year to stop singing and talking about shopping and enjoying life and just do it, because EcoBank has over 1 million cedis worth of cash and prizes in the EcoBank Million Gang promo for you and over 7,000 others across Ghana. Winners will be rewarded bi-weekly, and you can be one of them, winning up to 10,000 Ghana cedis. There will also be 3 monthly draws, and all you have to do is to deposit cash in multiples of 500 Ghana cedis into your EcoBank account at your nearest branch, EcoBank Express Point, or via EcoBank Mobile to stand a chance of winning. The prizes include fuel vouchers, shopping vouchers, airtime, and many more. Promo runs from now till the 31st of July 2024. So you know what? It's your time to chop life. Remember, every 500 Ghana cedis deposit earns you an entry into the EcoBank Million Gang draw. A better way to enjoy life, a better way, a better Africa. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
More money, challenge and enjoyment.
We not say problem day, but you for chop life. Simply deposit cash in multiples of 500 Ghana cedis into your EcoBank account at your nearest branch, Express Point, or through EcoBank Mobile to win your share of over 1 million cedis in prizes in the EcoBank Million Gang promo, EMG. Be one of over 7,000 people to be rewarded. Hey, my God. Yes, so over 7,000 people go chop soft life from May to July 31, 2024. Be an EcoBank customer or be square. Remember, every 500 Ghana cedi deposit earns you a point for the EcoBank Million Gang today, EMG. Deposit today and win your share of 1.2 million in cash and prizes. A better way to enjoy life. A better way. A better Africa. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
With the recent increase in electricity tariffs and fuel prices, power, although unreliable, has become expensive, and owning a noisy generator becomes a headache rather than luxury. For an affordable and durable electricity solution, you need to go solar with Translight. Feel the independence, experience the comfort, and be productive. Translight Solar. Wherever there is sunlight, there is Translight. Think solar. Think Translight. Locate us at 98 Boundary Road, East Legon, in between ARS and the American House at the White House bus stop. Visit our website at translightsolar.com. Call us on 0504-249-229 or 0206-542-454 or reach us through email info@translightsolar.com.
Right, so welcome back, and time now for the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you, Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and build free solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, Anointed Electric House, the generator experts, and build free solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy. Oil firms ENI and Vitol have committed to staying in Ghana for business and continuing to develop the country's biggest gas project. It's coming after an international tribunal halted a push by the Ghana government to unitize the operations with other oil fields. Rating agency Moody's has announced it has completed a periodic review of Ghana's creditworthiness, and a union representing workers at South Korean technology giant Samsung Electronics has called on its roughly 30,000 members to go on strike indefinitely. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, Anointed Electric House, the generator experts, and build free solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy.
All right, so welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us. And Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into the sales of ultra-silent generators from 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA. And they undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators. They also stock genuine spare parts of all kinds for various generators and do generator rentals. They have branches nationwide, and you can locate their latest branches in Amrahia. That's Frames Oil on the main Adenta Dodowa Road, East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomrick Hotel. And Tema at Tema General Hospital Road, Community 9, just after the overhead. Kaswa off the Weja Kaswa Road near Simaf Cement Depot. And at Odoko, where they have their head office, number 77 Anointed House of the Odoko Malam Road. Call them on 0243 480 334. And on Big Stories this morning, brought to us by Telecel, connecting Energy's latest from your partner for life and Equity Health Insurance, here for you. Our focus is on.
I have every confidence in Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. Our ticket is a ticket of youth, of experience, of innovation, and of generational thinking. So I don't need a ticket, no. We are bringing it to the people of Ghana to help us move Ghana to the next generation.
Eba ye yasen krofo bi se wani nso ade me se akwalai me titi no ofie ma hunu sa de enti na ne ye ka sa de ye ka no me de mesa wuti sa enti sa e ma ne nye ho me ba de makasa che no wode metunufo enso ma men kan chiro ma Dr. Bawumia nunu ho se wo yi wo e ma ne nunu ho se wo yi wo wo koye no koye sompa ne di na chi na de obekire wo na wo so ye
Ghana, Ghana, Abakosama, President Kufuor to call retirement. But if the Mr. Case will say, a free style Ghana from 1957. Ebekane, the new president be our Ghana chain and Abdul Kufuor. Messi, a free style 1957. Bekane, one form of Kwame Nkrumah, one form of. Some free party Munkwadi, meant to be Kasa, party Yadia, men Kobi. Anamen kasa media mekano crash na mo party empanfo a mudi party nanem ama grassroots no abufu abamu no mufri ha na monfra grassroots na monfa anidie ma wo mo.
Well, so you heard Dr. Bawumia explaining why he decided to choose Matthew Opoku Prempeh as his running mate. And also had Otumfuo the Asantehene talk about the fact that, well, his son is not arrogant, and also admonishes the son to prove those who tag him as arrogant wrong. And then he talked about how Matthew Opoku Prempeh shouldn't do anything that will let Dr. Bawumia regret his decision to nominate him as his running mate. We had Matthew Opoku Prempeh talking about President Akufo-Addo being the best president in Ghana. What's your take on all these issues here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM? Let's get interactive. Join us on X. Use the hashtag JoySMS. And then on WhatsApp 055-1111-997. But you're about to have the world at your fingertips because the wait is finally over. Telecel is here. Now you have everything you want and need. Quick and reliable communication, stress-free money transactions via Telecel Cash. Transforming your big business ideas into success stories with Telecel Business and more. Connect with Telecel and enjoy a world of endless possibilities because with Telecel, there's no limit to connections. Telecel, connecting energies. And you picture this, okay? Just picture this for 1 minute. That you're lying in bed after a long day seeking comfort and relaxation, but instead you're met with a mattress that sags beneath you, a reminder of shortcuts and compromises. Your comfort and well-being should have never been compromised. And that's why we at Latest Foam prioritize quality above all else. Step into our showrooms and experience the difference for yourself. Our high-quality mattresses, furniture are crafted with your ultimate relaxation in mind. Picture waking up refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to take on the day. As the Latest Foam promise, invest in your well-being. Choose Latest Foam, otherwise you did do yourself. Latest Foam, your partner for life. Visit us today and sleep better tonight. Call us on 0302 2311 or 0322 008499 or visit us online at latestfoamghana.com. Right after these messages, our friends from Astrolinks International will be joining us. Once we talk about Astrolink International, we're talking about the firm that recruits genuine students from Ghana and African countries to study the right courses in Canada. So stay with us. They'll be telling us more about this together with Passage, which is a Canadian firm that provides financial support to international students to study in Canada in the form of loan up to 75% percent of students' tuition fees and living expenses. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Auntie T, abeg, fix me gobetete Ghana. No gari, no oil, no plantain, just beans then eggs.
Hey, brah, that be dangerous combination, no?
Problem no day. I feel handle am.
For Telecel, we the Bob say everybody gets what they like. That be why Made For Me bundles day. Based on your usage, you fit get your own data and call packages. Fala! Made For Me bundles like the way you want them. That *530# then buy Made For Me bundles today.
Telecel. Connecting energies. Beautiful people, we are live in town, soaking in the excitement about the partnership between Access Bank and PABS, revolutionizing the way people move money across Africa. Let's hear directly from those reaping the benefits.
It's a relief. Anytime I send money back home, my family receives exactly what I send them, instantly.
I'm studying in Ghana, but originally from Nigeria. With this service, my parents send my school and hostel fees directly, and they do it with so much ease.
I run a fashion business. Let me tell you, sending and receiving money across Africa without those annoying forex fees has really cut down our operational costs.
Benefit from instant payments across Africa with zero foreign exchange hassle. Visit our website www.ghana.accessbankplc.com or call our toll free on 0800 004400 for all your cross-border payments.
Pass it with Access Bank.
Access Bank, more than banking.
When shopping for a dress, you say,
of course, a low burst line, a little tight by the hips, covered sleeves, off shoulder, definitely.
But when buying anti-malarial drug, you say,
is it not malaria? Give me whatever is available.
Choose your malaria drugs the same way you choose your dress. Always ask for Coartem. It's also available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets for children. Don't gamble with malaria. Choose right. Choose Coartem. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Malaria testing should be done before treatment. This advert is FDA approved.
Looking for a home in a safe, secure, and luxurious environment? Alphabet City has just what you need. Join our gated community in the lively precincts of Sakumono for a carefully crafted home that provides you with peace of mind and a safe space for your children. Alphabet City boasts of leisure and recreational facilities to ensure your mental and physical well-being. A good road network, 24-hour surveillance systems and security, water, and electricity, serving as a safe haven. Let's meet your needs. Book a tour today. Find out more on www.waylead.org or call 0240 111 119 or 0504 499 999 to make the right investment in a home. Alphabet City, the ABC of Home Sweet Home.
Hey, Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is spoiled too. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
How?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel. And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay.
Yes. If you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534 or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after-sales service.
Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Back to heaven, back to the
And Ghana has a great history with Canada. Let me let you know, for you who may not know, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana schooled in Canada too. Professor, I'll go to mention Nana Opoku-Agyeman too, also schooled in Canada. Okay, so I'm giving this list for you to know that perhaps if you want to be flag bearer of a political party, one of the things you have to dream at is schooling in Canada. If you want to, and now there is a massive quest by some out there, especially in Canada, looking for qualified people, not Aaron and Co. Qualified people to actually school in Canada. This is the conversation we are having with two distinguished men already here in the studios, and Richard Obin Assuming is the CEO of Asto Links International Ghana. Richard, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I hope you are doing well.
Fantastic.
He's joined by Iman Hassani. He's also the Chief Operating Officer of Passage Canada. You know, Passage is like a right of entry to a point. Yeah. Wonderful, Iman. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
No, it's an exciting conversation because let me first start with you, Richard. What does Astolink offer?
Good morning to our fantastic viewers and listeners across the world. Astolinks is a registered firm in Ghana here, and what we focus on is helping Ghanaian students to study abroad, specifically Canada, as one of our study destinations, to study right courses that will help them to improve their economic well-being. So that's basically what we do as an organization or a company.
I mean, Mr. Hassani, why was Passage established and what solutions does it offer now?
Yeah, so hello to everyone and thank you for having us. So at Passage, we are having a mission to make access to the right fit opportunities available to the people around the world. So I myself was an immigrant to Canada, and Canada is a great place for people to grow and there is a lot of opportunity there. So we believe talent is evenly distributed all around the world. There are so many talented people in Africa and specifically in Ghana and all around the world. But opportunities are not. So there are so many opportunities in Canada that people can have access, can thrive, and can have a prosperous life. But the access to this was not available. So we started Passage. So we are providing funding solutions in the shape of loans for a student who can afford to study in Canada and can have access to good quality education. So also Canada is looking forward to have immigrants who are the right fit for the opportunities available in Canada.
Oh,
for
so
example,
that's true.
in healthcare.
It's true, right?
Yeah.
Well, we've been hearing of that from several quarters, but we didn't know that it was real.
Yeah, that is real because Canada, the population has been aging. But for example, in Ghana, we have a young population and people are ready to work. They have good mentality. They want to contribute to the economy. But in Canada, the population is different. And in key sectors like healthcare, like trades, the talent shortage is available there. And if people have the right skill and they study in the right program, of course, Canada always have been welcoming to immigrants. And there are opportunities for them to grow their career and have a good life over there.
How does this work specifically? How does the Passage system work in terms of program eligibility and requirements?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we have built a software. So we are a technology company because all these requirement eligibilities and all of that is very complex. So we created a software and we studied the immigration pathways and possible job talent shortages over there in Canada, and we put everything in that software. If people go there and they insert their requirement and the quality and their background, they can see what they are eligible for, and there is all of the process is available for them. And at the same time, we are very good at understanding Canadian market and requirement and funding eligibility, finances, and all of that. But when people apply, they go through the application, they go through the study application, the admission requirement, then the loan eligibility, then the visa and all of that. So in order to find the right people, we partner with great partners like Astolinks because they know the culture here, they know the people here, so they can help us to find the right application. But once is in that software, everything is clear, and they can go through the steps to see how they can go to Canada.
So Iman Hassan is actually the Chief Operating Officer of Passage Ghana, telling us the good news that I'm sure many of you did not know, and you started writing down details that you surely would have to participate. I'll come back to you, Iman. Let me get back to you, Richard. I want you to run us through the process a prospective student has to go through to secure passage funding opportunity.
Thank you, Raymond. Yes, so if you're a Ghanaian young person between 18 to 32 years, you have completed high school, polytechnic, teacher training college, or nursing training college, or you have a first degree, and you are below 32 years, you are eligible to get a passage funding opportunity up to 75%. And also, you need to apply to the right school. So we have courses like healthcare, STEM courses, and trade courses. And normally when we meet the student, we're able to look at the specific courses and share with. When we say STEM courses, we can look at courses like IT, data science, AI, cloud computing. If you look at trade courses like cooking, becoming a chef, plumbing, mason, carpentry. In Ghana, we don't really value, a lot of people don't really place value on people with these areas, and they are not really regulated. So Canada need carpenters, they need masons, they need welders, artisans. Then we also look at area of healthcare, nurses, midwives, public health professionals, social workers, support workers, and so forth. So if you are a graduate in any of these areas, and or you have a profession in any of these areas and you are below 32 years, first of all, we will be able to help you to get admission to, an acceptable institution that is recognized and acceptable also by Passage. And one of them is George Brown College in Canada, Ontario, specifically Toronto. We can help you to get admission. And once you get admission to the right course, then Passage then comes in to look at your credentials, and once you're eligible, they can grant you a loan up to 75% of your tuition fees and living expenses, so that you can go and study in Canada and then study your course. And we also look at other factors. So that one I'll leave it, but when we meet the applicant, we'll be able to discuss those things with them.
That's an interesting perspective. I know that for most young people who have a degree also in these areas, the biggest headache is raising the funds. Getting the money to be able to fund it.
Yes.
What you're saying is that you provide up to 75% of not only their fees,
and
but also living expenses
yes,
too.
Absolutely. Yes, we are doing that, and students are getting the opportunity. So if
you're already doing that?
Yes, you're already doing that.
Yeah, we already have a started together.
Oh, I see.
And already have Ghanaian students.
Is it because you have a certain focus area?
Yes. It's not for everyone.
Brilliant. So you talked about the health sciences,
health courses.
Yeah. You talked also about
STEM.
Yeah. And you talked also
about the artisanal areas, like we say trade programs, like carpentry, mason, welding, refrigerating mechanic, and so forth and so forth. So there's so many professions you can go and study in Canada and get a job. So we look into all those areas.
It's very exciting.
And Raymond, the beautiful thing about this offer is also that, getting showing proof of fund is one of the challenge for a lot of applicants.
Yes.
So if you have a company in Canada saying that, a Canadian registered company that is accepted, saying that, look, we will give you a loan and you can add that letter to your visa application and show to Immigration Canada that, look, I've got a loan company in Canada granting me 75% of my tuition fee and living expenses. I think it could lead to the success of your study permit application. And it's a big relief.
Yes, and my other problem is that you say it's for people who are under 32.
Yes.
Can you consider those of us who are older? Because we may look under 32, but we are older than that.
So I need to tell you shortly the philosophy of Passage and how we are doing this, so people can judge the situation. Because the requirement and job shortages are changing all the time. It's a live market. They have to go to the software and understand what is available at the moment. So we are enabling people to, instead of borrow from their past, borrow from their future. They are committing to a past to contribute to the economy of Canada, to contribute to a career that they can commit to that, and there are going to be eligibility criteria so we can understand that they are truly committed and they have the right attitude to success. So in exchange they will be successful and they potentially have very good income and they can have live a good life.
Oh, so that's how they pay.
That's how they pay. When
Okay.
they come to Canada, they have to start paying back the loan and all of that. So we want to choose the programs that are aligned with the job market,
Okay.
so they can find a job, so they can have a good future. But they have to be committed to the path and meet the eligibility criteria and all of that. So the answer to the age question and all the requirement, it really depends on at the moment what is available when we study on that. So there is no specific requirement for age or anything.
Oh, okay.
So, but the pathway to PR matters. If we have to study probably, and all of it is probability, we have to make sure that this student have the good potential to become permanent residents of Canada and they can find jobs. So these requirements changing life. So today, and I'm not, for example, expert in Ghanaian market. That's why we are partnering with Astalinks, and
yeah.
Richard knows that better. What is good for the Ghanaian students and what should be those requirements. We put all of these requirements in the software and we partner with our partners so students can go visit there, can see what is required, what is available for them. So those requirements come as at the moment, and at every time we have September intake, we have January intake, we have next year and all of that. So that planning for the future is really important.
So when can I reach out to you? When me and the masses who have been waiting for this opportunity for God knows how long, when can we reach out to you? How can we reach out to you? Now that I say that even the age one, depending on the situation, something can be done about it. When can we reach out to you? How do we reach out to you?
Thank you, Raymond. So I want to make another insertion here. So as he said, even though there is no really age, he said something very important. We are looking at the opportunity to get permanent resident in Canada and your ability to secure those papers to be able to repay, to get a really opportunity. That is why I put the age limit. But however, if people are watching me and they come to me, based on their individual profile, we'll be able to assess them and then advise them well. How do people reach out? Astalinks, we are in Ghana. We have office in Kumasi, Accra, and Takoradi. If anyone is interested, they can contact Astalinks in our office in Accra, located at 4A Popo Street in East Legon. Just adjacent the Melcom, and then we are online, actively online on social media platforms. Astalinks
Astolinks.
Yes,
Astalinks.
And then we also have our business development manager also here, right with us here, and he's willing to answer questions online or answer their emails or respond to their emails, and he can be contacted on 053 715 2118 053 715 2118. So we will be in our office in Accra today. If anyone is interested and want to know how they can go through the process, they can come to us. These days we have online platforms. We can engage them through Zoom and all other social media platforms. They can connect with us and then we can go through the process with them, counsel them to know whether they are eligible or not, and also show them the pathway to become a applicant, and then we take it from there. We currently have September intake and January 2025 intake, and we can onboard them once we interact with them.
So it's possible to do it this year?
To start the application this year and go January 2025.
Yes.
September is already almost close. But if somebody has admission right now to say maybe George Brown College,
and they are waiting for funding, they have a difficulty with
and
that.
probably also in case the course is eligible course.
Okay.
You know, Raymond, we are not just funding everybody.
Yes,
we are funding courses that we believe when you finish, you can easily secure employment in around the world.
Okay.
So that you can pay back the loan. And we know the courses that are high in demand around the world. So we have high in demand courses in Canada, high in demand courses around the world, and high even in Ghana, courses that we need really now even in our country. So in case you graduate from Canada and you were to come to Ghana, would you be able to find employment that can help you be able to pay back the loan so that the investors can also get their money back? That's it.
This is the best news I've heard the entire day.
Thank you.
And yes. It's very exciting because I like people who have schooled elsewhere. Everybody knows that funding and being able to pay for it is every person's biggest headache.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes, because ordinarily you will get the qualifications.
Yeah.
And of course, your courses may be in tune. So I'm sure many people will be reaching out to you at Astor Links, and I'll be happy here in studio. Maybe final words from you, Iman, before we go.
Yeah, just thank you for having us. I had a great time in Ghana and Accra. Great people. I'm so happy to be here and meet these wonderful people. It was my first time in Ghana. I'm super impressed. We are here at Passage. We are trying to help people around the world to access to opportunities. Similar journey to that I went through, and I could go to Canada. And if I didn't have access to my good education in Canada, I was not able to have a good life and all of that. So looking forward to be able to helping people, and thank you for having us.
If you are looking to go to Canada to do the right course and make sure that you make a better life for yourself, the biggest headache you've had, this is your money problem, is being resolved by these people. That's why you should reach out to them. And Richard Obina Sumin is the CEO of Astor Links International Ghana. Iman Hassani just told us about being in Ghana have you eaten fufu yet?
Yeah.
Oh, you tried it. Okay.
I tried some stuff. I seen around. Very nice.
Oh, okay. So they're asking me to ask you, what did you eat the fufu with? Which soup did you eat the tea with?
I do not know the names.
Oh,
okay. I was
what did it look like?
I had some great hosts, and they told me eat that and have
that.
Oh,
you were
it was
just
delicious. So I was just having the opportunity to have great hosts.
Oh, okay. Was it like soup?
Taste the great
I think
hosts.
he took like soup with goods.
Okay.
But chicken soup is the best.
Yes, I endorse that. Many believe that chicken soup, fufu, chicken light soup, it is the best in the Republic of Ghana. In fact, it has FDA approval. Anyway, well, thank you so much, Iman, too, for joining us. We'll be back after these messages.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The
Happy Wednesday and welcome to Vital Signs by Sonotech Medical Center. I'm Dr. Grace Bachman. Today, let's take a look at hepatitis B. Hepatitis B is a serious liver infection caused by the hepatitis B virus. It's spread through contact with infected blood or body fluids, which can happen through unprotected sex, sharing needles, or from mother to baby during childbirth. Many people with hepatitis B don't show symptoms initially. When symptoms appear, they can include fatigue, jaundice, dark urine, joint pain, and loss of appetite. Chronic hepatitis B can lead to severe liver damage, cirrhosis, and even liver cancer if left untreated. The best defense against hepatitis B infection is vaccination. The hepatitis B vaccine is safe, effective, and usually given in a series of 3 shots. It's recommended for everyone, especially newborns, healthcare workers, and people at higher risk of infection. If you think you might be at risk, contact Sonotech Medical Center on 0242439467 for your hepatitis B vaccine and the test.
Attention, facility management professionals. Get ready for the event of the year, the IFMA Global Africa Conference in Ghana, August 1st and 2nd at the UPSA Auditorium, hosted by the International Facility Management Association's Ghana chapter. This is your chance to meet the world's top FM experts, thought leaders, and innovators. Immerse yourself in groundbreaking keynotes, interactive panels, hands-on workshops, and unmatched networking sessions. Explore the future of facility management in Africa's booming built environments. Don't miss out on the epic gathering of minds and ideas. The IFMA Global Africa Conference, August 1st and 2nd at the UPSA Auditorium. Be there. Proudly sponsored by Fides Group. To register or to sponsor, please call 0558 368 544.
Education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. At Heritage Christian University, you're assured of quality education. Accredited by GTech and affiliated to KNUST and UCC, we offer programs like Bachelor of Business Administration, Community Development and Theology, Theology and Ministry, Psychology, Nursing, Information Technology, Information Security, and Business Information Technology. Professional programs like ICA, CIMG, CIHRM, ABE. We also offer short courses on media and IT. What makes Heritage stand out is our experience and scholar practitioner faculty, entrepreneurial training with financial support, ultra-modern facilities, and hostels. Qualifications for entry is WASI or SSC or GBCE, HND or Diploma Top-Up. Mature 25 years and above. Heritage is located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium. Contact us on 054-777-7731 or 020-229-8399 or www.hcuc.edu.gh. Heritage Christian University College, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
In partnership with the National Theatre and Joy FM, Roverman Productions presents an original play by Uncle White, Takeover.
Kebab, my boy.
Papa.
How are you doing today?
It is a battle, Papa.
You don't mean
because
it.
As the Bible says, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Really?
And if the flesh was weak in the time of Jesus when there was no infusible social media, slave queens, and side chicks,
Jesus Christ.
you can imagine how weaker it is today. But no fears because we have your covering, Papa.
You and Misapplied Bible Quotations.
Takeover shows on the 5th, 6th, 7th, 12th, 13th, and 14th of July 2024. Venue, National Theatre. Fridays at 7 p.m., Saturdays at 4 and 8 p.m., and Sundays at 1, 4, and 8 p.m. Rate 200 Ghana cedis. Buy your tickets by the Koba short code *365*535# and at all regular outlets. Sponsors Gino Tomato Mix and GCB Bank. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
Gasaba. Smoke from firewood and charcoal is harmful and as damaging to our lungs as cigarettes. It can cause heart diseases leading to stroke and may even affect our eyesight in the long run. Grandmothers, mothers, sisters, wives, men, caterers, and everyone still cooking with charcoal, let's switch to LPG gas. The National Petroleum Authority has introduced the cylinder recirculation model in collaboration with local partners to make gas more accessible in all local communities. Whether you own a cylinder or not, join our
Dream future
If you're looking for the ultimate destination to make your child's dreams come true, look no further than Kidsville, located on Spinters Road, right next to Noble House and Palace Mall. Kidsville is your go-to spot for high-quality kids fashion, fun toys, exciting games, and fantastic learning materials. At Kidsville, they've got everything to keep your little ones stylish, entertained, and educated. From trendy outfits to latest toys and educational tools, Kidsville truly is where every kid's dreams blossoms. Want to find out more? Give them a call on 0274066666. That's 0274066666, or visit their website, kidsvillegh.com. And don't forget to follow them on all their social media platforms, KidsvilleGH, to stay updated with all the latest products and events. Kidsville, where every kid's dream blossoms.
Now, give your eyes the best attention they deserve. Don't joke with your eye health this month, Winston. With 33 plus years of experience, Robert & Sons Limited Optical Services continues to offer comprehensive eye care services to help address many eye problems or conditions affecting our daily lives and activities. Their services include all-day comprehensive eye testing with modern equipment, eye specialist services, pediatric eye care services, visual field testing, retina damage detection scan, OCT, 100% original and unbeatable frames, and optical products including contact lenses and solutions. I'm sure if you have seen what Kojo Hansen wears, you know where it's coming from. Visit Robert & Sons Optical in Adabraka, Osu Dankwa Circle, Tema Community 6, Waja, East Legon, Adenta, Kumasi, Ahojo, and Koforidua. For more information, please call 0302-222-601 or 050-151-9111, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and also on X at Robert N. Sons Limited. It's spelled this way: Robert N as in the letter N, Sons, then Ltd. Robert and Sons Optical Services. Seeing is believing.
Well, speccing that old car or a home makeover or a relaxing beach getaway, use your APSA card 10 times or more in a month, and you could be a lucky winner in the APSA Change Your Story promotion and extra entries by using our digital channels 5 times or more. From now to the end of October, 5 lucky winners will take away 40,000 Ghana cedis each every month to change their stories. For more information, visit an APSA branch today, and this promotion is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Your story matters, APSA. Terms and conditions apply.
Now let me give you what the other good news from Holad is. Stay ready for unexpected funeral and accidental disability cost with Mebambo Life Insurance on MTN and Telcel by Holad Life, and also cry because with as little as 2, 10, 25 or even 50 Ghana cedi per month, you can get up to 30,000 cedis for funeral and accidental disability cost. Just dial *269# to register on MTN or Telcel with your Ghana card number, and automatic monthly deductions will be made from your mobile money wallet. Add as many as 7 biological dependents to cover your spouse, children, parents, grandparents, and in-laws. There's no stress at all with the quick claims process. Get more Asunjwe with Holad Life Mebambo and live your best life. It is insurance made for you. Terms and conditions apply.
Right, so yesterday, the NPP outdoored their running mate to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Matthew Poku Prempeh. He was first introduced to the Asantehene at the Menchia Palace, then taken to the Jubilee Park, where in a rally he addressed party supporters. This morning, we're reviewing that whole program, starting with the presentation to the Otumfo and then the speeches at the Jubilee Park. We're joined on the phone by Professor Ransford Jampo, who is Professor of Political Science at the University of Ghana. Evans Mensah is head of our political desk here at Joy News. Good morning, Professor Jampo. Good morning, Evans Mensah.
Morning. Good morning, Winston.
Great. So before we get into the conversation, let's listen to watch the Otum for the Asantehene said first, and then you hear from Matthew Poku Prempeh.
2020 no oba bio no se mesesana de nako energy na me de adutwum wo nana ba konso akosoro akoho ho nso odne ko ye nene waka ho asem eno nene mu a nene omampanya ba de che nso oto ana hweye wose akwala na mesa afa no mo adi machi no aboa me be de makasa che no wode metunufo enso ma me nka nkyerɛ ma Dr. Bawumia nunu ho se wo yi wo emane nunu ho so yi wo koye no koye sumpa ne dinachi na de obekye wo na wo so ye dem no waka ne dem na meka fa ho brase kodi akire na ye ne kama mame ya sutie na de ono bekye wo na ye eba ye ye senkrofo bi se wani nso ade mesi akwalai metiti no ofie ma hunu sa de enti na ne ye kasa de ye ka no media mesa wuti sente sa emane nye ho na Ubanso and Yamitumenti, Ubedi na Bibia, Bompa yet, na de Yame, Ashisha, Ayahama.
Ghana, yet a chief Ghana Bakosama, President Kufuor to call retirement. But to be Mr. who said a free science Ghana from 1957. Ebekane, the new president be our Ghana Chen and Abdul Kufuor. Messi a free 1957. Bekane, Mofamo Kwame Krubano, Mofamo Obia, the Wabadi Mampania. One book Ghana who buy, and the Ghana colony, China Nadu Dankwa, Akufuado. Make Ghana say, they're the Jawa, near the Swam, they're the Jano, of first why, yeah, Mania Kono. It's in Nigeria, young man, they see 2008, the BCBO. Chama would be kind of make us so. The Abaya fair, the Abaya Dimonyam, Sana Nadu Bakwa, Adako of Kufuado, not 7 January. What's so on one in your Katoba of your son? Many dear, and not my dad to show you. Me didn't have a yassido. Nanka me did take your quabbing got me a famine. Pressure and guana.
Well, so you head Otum for the Asantehene first, and then Matthew Poku Prempeh. Let's get into the conversation. Raymond Akwa is in studio with me. Let me start off with you, Professor Ransford Jampo. So, Prof, yesterday Matthew Poku Prempeh, having been confirmed as running mate of the NPP's presidential candidate, Dr. Bawumia, was introduced to the Asantehene, and then the NPP went to the Jubilee Park where they had a rally sort of, and you just heard some of the things that he said. Let's first of all start off with the significance of introducing him to the Asantehene at the Menchia Palace, and even what the Asantehene said. What is the political significance of that whole process at the Menchia Palace?
Well, they said it's a royal, and so usually if politicians go to certain regions in soliciting for votes, they pay courtesy call on the chiefs. And if he is a royal and has a linkage to the Asantehene, then politically the wise thing to do is to pay a courtesy call on Asantehene and then have him first introduced to him. And then it's a way of strengthening and solidifying the Ashanti votes of the party. So politically, it was strategic, and that they did. And politics is also about strategy. So if they decided to do that, let's see how it works for them, especially in their stronghold. But my view is that others must also do same. If you are picking a candidate in an area, pay a courtesy call, or also first introduce whoever the candidate will be to the overlord there, so that we give similar prominence to such traditional engagements. I keep saying that Ghana is a democracy, and so we should be careful not to superiorize one tradition or culture or ethnic group over the rest. So I would have wished that, or I would wish that in the other political parties, if they are also selecting their running mates, or if any political parties in the offering to be formed, whoever they select to lead them, go to the region. Also, pay courtesy call, have the person introduced to the overlord of that area, and let there be similar pomp and pageantry, so that we are not saying that it's only in one region that this can happen, but other regions that can't happen. And generally, I would say, aside that, I would say that it was a great strategy to solidify the votes and the support base of the party in that region. And Otumfuo is a respected person in Ghana, an influencer, and so all the political parties have been paying courtesy calls on him, and everyone would want him to be seen, to be associated with their campaign, or to pass comments, favorable comments about whatever they are seeking to do in their quest to annex power. And so I would not be surprised. I mean, previously John Mahama was also visiting the place, and I wouldn't be surprised if they also visit the place to also get his blessing, on whatever they are doing. So it's a normal political strategy that the NPP resorted.
We'll come to the.
It is hoped that it pays off for them.
Okay, we'll come to the significance of that strategy and how it could influence or impact election 2024. But let's look at what the Asantehene said. He talks about the advice he's giving him privately, but then repeats same openly and says, do not do anything that would let Dr. Bawumia regret his decision in selecting you. And also the fact that people have said you are disrespectful, you're arrogant, but that is not who I know you to be. But don't let it be the case, and or in other words, prove those people wrong. What do you make of the Otumfuo's speech?
Well, it's a wise counsel from the Otumfuo. If he said, people have said you are disrespectful, you are arrogant, and he's saying for him, he can vouch that this isn't true, but he's still also counseling him to ensure that it doesn't become true. I mean, it's a good. I'll take it like that. I mean, he's a respected chief, so we'll take it like that. But you see, asking me my take about this is quite difficult for me because sometimes I am also the same. I'm a very frank, honest person, and sometimes quite temperamental, both. And I do not mind saying things as they are, damning the consequences. And sometimes you get the tag, or people would say that in that case you are being not courteous. And I know I've been to an event that afterwards the organizer said, "Look, we have to take you to school to learn diplomacy." And I said, I don't want to be diplomatic about anything. And so sometimes you get people accusing you of whatever. But I think the difference is that I know how to listen, and especially when I've been cancelled, especially when I know how not to behave out of character in a manner that would suit or please whoever may be listening to me at a particular forum. And especially when you are warned, you are told that, look, this particular forum, this is how you have to go about it. I mean, I would be able to comport myself too. But you know, the wise king had counseled him, and soon afterwards, I don't know whether it was the party's approach or whatever, but in my view, I would have wowed Ghanaians. I would have done things in a manner that would have told Ghanaians that, hey, maybe our sentiments that we are expressing have been listened to. Look, there are so many ways of going about being frank, assertive, honest, but escaping the tag that people have put on him. On a matter like Dumsor, he could have simply said, in the past, we have had challenges with power supply, but now the situation has improved. We thank you all for bearing with us. Compare these two. There is no Dumsor anywhere. It's a lie. There is only Dumsor. See, when you do this and somebody is sleeping in the darkness, the person would tell you you are dismissive, you are not, you are, they'll give you all manner of stuff. And we do not have to create an impression as if we are only seeking to appease or appeal to a party support base. If we do that, then maybe we are saying that Kasapa, Kasade, Kasawam won't be pleasant to the core support base of a political party. I don't think that is what we are saying. Are we saying that being calm and yet assertive doesn't appeal to our support base? Are we saying that Kasapa, Kasade, and Kasawam won't be pleasant to the core support base of a political party, knowing who we are truly as a people? We heard Nano Pokwajiman speak, and well, we've also heard NAPO speak. And in my view, it's going to be a choice between the strategy that appeals to a party's and ethnic support base and a strategy that appeals to all. We can talk about the tone more in detail and do some fact checks about some of the claims made. Maybe, I don't know whether in the course of your program, but it would, however, be interesting, in my view, to hear Utumfo's own assessment of the tone after advising his royal in public. But whilst I would be curious to hear what Utumfo says after the public advice he gave and what NAPO also, how he went about what he did, I want to also say that the very dismissive description of Kwame Nkrumah, a global icon who has been described as president of the whole century, was an unnecessary condescension that inter alia only serves to deepen the tag. And you see, there is a line, albeit hazy, between being brutally frank and wearing the tag we are talking about. And this must be looked for, else the communicators of the party would have a job to do after every public utterance, and to use the current social media expression, then them go explain tire.
All right, Professor Jampo.
One can be very assertive, frank, and speak his mind in a manner that convinces. But one can also choose to sound like selling medicine or making an altar call at a church crusade in an endemically sinful community whose members have to be snatched from Satan into eternal salvation. In all, it is the circumstances, the orientation, and the beliefs of the people who are being addressed that will determine. So generally, if you ask me, I'm still wondering whether this is part of the complementarity Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is looking for. Yes, he may compliment you in terms of hard work, in terms of being forthright, but it's also the way and manner he goes about being forthright, part of the complementarity we are talking about. Because, well, it is both advantageous and disadvantageous depending on where one finds himself. When I was a student in the U.S., a student openly told our professor he was being stupid with what he was doing when he was teaching us. And to them, it was normal. I was very worried after the class. I accosted him, why did you say that? And he was surprised. I was surprised at his action. Because I'm an African. And you know that one cannot call a professor stupid, or you cannot say this in to the elderly, because we are Africans and we have the way and manner we've been socialized. So in my view, settings matter, and it's important that the Ghanaian setting is factored into the equation when the running mate of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is talking. Otherwise, like I said, he will give his communicators a lot of work to do every time he speaks, and that will be difficult for them. I think he should create an opportunity for people to be able to discuss the substance of what he says than the tone and the way and manner he says what he says. I was thinking that, a certain standard has been set. Well, anytime we choose to adore a running mate or a flag bearer, there's a certain, they have a way that they go about things. What they did was more of a rally activity, and it's a bit deviation from what we know. But if that is what they think would be helpful to them, it is fine. But a political party seeking to win an election to rule Ghana must also be interested in addressing Ghanaians and not addressing core supporters. There are two different things.
Can you hold on for me, Prof?
I'm sure they forgot that, look, apart from the core supporters who are watching, Ghanaians are also watching and listening. And it is never true that a core support base of a political party is enough to make that party win an election. If you win your core support base and you infuriate the rest of Ghanaians who are across the political divide and those who are sitting on the fence, you are going nowhere. So it's important they rethink their strategy. And like I said, we would hope that after the first public utterance, I've been monitoring radio stations and listening to what people are saying, and it appears that generally some people are trying to offer explanation, and some people are saying that no, it's not the best. I hope he listens. If he doesn't want to listen, and if that's route that the MPP want to go, it will be a choice that Ghanaians will have to make between somebody who energizes his support base and somebody who would also want to reach out to all across the divide.
Great. Please hold on, Professor Jampo. Let me bring in Evans Mensah. So, Evans Mensah, you've listened to Professor Jampo make the point that maybe he should have focused more on speaking to Ghanaians. Would you say that the strategy of organizing a rally may have backfired because of the conversation today about particularly NAPO's comments and reference to who the best president of the country is and the tone of his language, for instance?
No, I think it's about the strategy the party is adopting and how they decided to deploy it. We've discussed this quite extensively yesterday. The party deliberately chose a rally format, and they again decided where to hold it, which is in the Ashanti region, for a reason. They wanted to go to the Ashanti region because they know, and yesterday we analyzed this and showed the numbers, that they cannot win this year's elections without the Ashanti region coming out to vote, one, heavily in terms of the voter turnout, and two, giving them more than 75% of the votes. To do that, you need to get your people out to go and vote. To do that, you have to find a way of getting those who would otherwise have stayed home, not vote for the NDC, but won't vote for the MPP, to energize, to go out and vote. If that is your objective, and they have analyzed it and come to the conclusion that the biggest threat they face this year is apathy, particularly in your stronghold. If that is your primary objective, and that is the primary reason why you've selected NAPO, which indeed is, then your approach will be different. Your approach is to galvanize the base, excite them, and so you would want to do a rally. And so if you pay attention to that, which is primarily their strategy, then for them it was effective, because the primary audience wasn't the generality of the Ghanaian voter, but the primary audience was that base in the Ashanti region primarily, and other strongholds that they have in the eastern region and elsewhere in the country that they wanted to deploy NAPO to get them excited. And again, it all feeds into why they've been to the Asante Hene's palace, the Mensha Palace, because if you've been there, you hear the Asante Hene talk about his very intimate relationship with NAPO, and you are in the region and doubting and wondering whether to give him your nod. If you hear the soul of the kingdom say to you that this is somebody I've invested in and I have a stake in his success, it may become that factor that convinces you to go out and vote. And if that is a strategy, then that approach, the rally approach, that galvanizing speech, the typical rally approach where you say stuff to get the crowd cheering and excited, that works for them. Because that primary audience is that particular constituency. Okay. And that is how I see it.
But Evans, I mean, we would say holding all other things constant, okay? So all other things being equal, I mean, the conversation about the Ashanti region is holding all other regions constant, to say if the NPP maintains their performance in all other regions this way and they improve in the Ashanti region, bingo. However, you would agree if they do not improve in the other region, even if they were to get 100% of the votes in the Ashanti region, it still would not be enough to guarantee them victory. Based on that, wouldn't you say that as much as Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh is expected to galvanize the base, he must also be careful not to incur the wrath of the generality of the Ghanaian population?
Well, that's true. And because people who are watching this on national television were not only in the Ashanti region, they were across the country. And so that is absolutely true. I mean, his comment on the Doomsaw, for example, is one that we've had cause to mention in the past. This is the first time he's made that point, but people who are currently struggling with it, or the time that this year it became an issue for them, and they had to close their shops, and we did the Doomsaw Diaries, for example, this year, where you go to the printing houses and they are not working because the electricity is out, the power is out, they don't have a generator, and workers are sitting there not being paid. If they hear you say to them that it's Doomsay, not Doomsaw, they really don't care about nomenclature or how you target, whether it's Doomsaw or Doomsay. So they simply don't have the electricity. That sort of thing would get them angry, would annoy them a bit. And so you really don't want that. So that's right. But also, this is definitely, NAPO is a running mate. And you have the man who's going to be on the ballot paper, being Bawumia himself. In the NPP's estimation, from everything else we've observed and heard, they believe that you have the presidential candidate himself, who is going to be doing the other regions, and he primarily is the focus. NAPO is your running mate. He's assisting him do the job. And NAPO has been chosen for a reason, which is what I stated earlier. The vice president, the flag bearer, will now have to carry the burden of appealing to everybody else, whilst NAPO focuses on galvanizing the base. And yesterday, all of us in the studio analyzed and said that their biggest threat is apathy among their base. And so you're deploying NAPO there and leaves the presidential candidate himself to go and do the appealing to all of us, the generality of the electorate. And that is how they've calculated it. I mean, whether that works in the final analysis or not, and Winston, you've made the point, if you can't add anything to the ticket, don't take anything away. As far as the NPP is concerned in the estimation, NAPO's addition to this ticket is primarily, and yesterday I was speaking to Kwasafwa, the deputy local government minister who NAPO raised, NAPO nurtured, was a spokesperson in the education ministry, is now a member of parliament. And he actually confirmed it, that as far as the NPP is concerned, NAPO will not step in a region where they believe they don't have a core base of support. He's only going to be deployed in strongholds as in constituencies and regions. He's going to go to Bono. He mentions the same thing that we yesterday analyzed and in terms of strategy where you deploy him. And so whereas, yes, his comments if it's on the national television, others who aren't in the stronghold will hear it and may put them off. They believe post yesterday, he's going to go down into the communities, in the constituencies where they have strongholds, and appeal to them there with this kind of style. So that you leave the presidential candidate himself to do the actual work of appealing to everybody else the length and breadth of this country.
Great. Stay with me, Evans and Professor Ransford Jampo. Raymond is also in studio. When we return after this, we'll look at the tone. And Professor Jampo, you've raised the tone. But also ask the question, you said, well, this is politically strategic. Would it translate into votes in December 2024? We'll find out after these messages.
Anadife bia me koda me ndanse me jese Bawumia oyede osimase otumas dabi enu bia ma lawyer so na niawu wona niawu na wonu cha bia wona ni be wusa sa bo bia ntafle so bia ko to naba ye toba ema Bawumia ene NAPO wona betimi atu adwan so na yeduma onyakobo hia munyira
Joy 99.7 FM.
Ah, my little ones, gather around. Once upon a time in the heart of Accra, a man in his fancy car sought directions. But oh, the Ghanaian way.
Hello, bro. Good afternoon. Can you please show me where the Presby Church is? Go straight. 10 left at the big mango tree with the broken branches with most of the mangoes falling. Ask there. Anybody will show you.
And when the Black Stars take to the field, every Ghanaian becomes a coach. Ah, the sacred cue for our beloved Gobe. As you wait patiently, rehearsing the perfect vibes. These, my dear ones, are some few moments that make our Ghana truly special. And as we share these stories, let us also remember a plate of lily rice, connecting our hearts through the flavors of our culture. Special moments are worth celebrating with lily rice. Lily rice, yenimno fritite. This advert is FDA approved.
Everyone is running to Bills. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes with acquiring any of our loan facilities. For whoever you are and whatever you're doing, Bills has a product for you. No susu, no deposits. All you need is your Ghana card. Call 0302-200-390 or 0596-928-33 today and live a bill-free life. Bills Microcredit is licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Bills, financing your needs. Terms and conditions apply.
Your child has lost weight, but I feed him every day.
Have you been taking him for weighing?
It is very important to track your son Kumi's growth to ensure he's developing properly. Then I will take him to the clinic tomorrow.
That is why for me, after exclusively breastfeeding my baby for 6 months, I introduced other foods. This helps to provide all the necessary nutrients. It is important to be taking your son Kumi for weighing,
where they teach you the kinds of foods to promote your baby's growth and development.
They will even teach you how to always wash your hands before handling your baby to prevent the spread of germs and to get your child vaccinated against diseases.
Good morning, mothers. I am proud of you for discussing vaccination and the growth and development of our children. You can also get your COVID-19 vaccine if you didn't take it during pregnancy.
Next time when I go for weighing, I will go with my husband so that both of us can take the COVID-19 vaccination.
It is important to pay attention to your child's health, growth, and development. Attend weighing regularly.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service, and partners.
The luckiest
star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah.
Welcome and now for a daily star 712 hash and found no regrets. A side comma investors are a striking gold. A comma health workers are a diagnosing luck with precision. A side comma that tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. Say a comma passionate fan or also entering containing a joy. After to the seamstresser or turning a hard end stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now a comma if you say your next big win is right here.
Star 712 hash. Luck is everywhere.
Dial star 712 hash and join the luckiest winning celebration. From the 1st of July 2024, dial star 712 hash to keep buying tickets as a group, individual, or even as a community. Win loads of cash and prizes in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with star 712 hash. Join the winning streak now.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me. Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know. Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Champions again.
When it's football you want, get it all on DSTV. All the leagues, all the cups, all the matches live. Because when it comes to football, we've got it all day, all night. No matter what package you're on, you're always going to get football on DSTV, your home of entertainment.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Here's to the friends who dialed star 712 hash and found no regrets. To the investors who struck gold. To the health workers who diagnosed luck with precision. To the tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. To the passionate fan who couldn't contain his joy. To the seamstress who turned her hard-earned stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now, here's to you. Your next big win is right here.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone.
Dial star 712 hash. Now join in the luckiest winning celebration. Every 1st July 2024. Over dial star 712 hash. Now I can to tickets as a group, individual, and now even as a community. Now win is the car prizes are in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with star 712 hash. Now join in the winning streak now.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Hello?
Kwame, Charlie Woy, give no best start you. Obiawa, Salah Dinamnaba, Halland is Ukratio drinks no. Sakadie, or Chili one corner, the show Simenu, Vibin and Kwa, na Vinny Junior dear, Cecia no bow. Masa, Yanni Tamnabra.
All your best football friends are waiting for you to join them for a thrilling football season on GoTV. Get GoTV Max now to enjoy La Liga, Serie A, Europa League, and more for only 140 Ghana cedis per month. Reconnect today, dial star 759 hash, and get all the action. GoTV, love it.
At the peak of her career, she slept with the worst nightmare of her life. Faced with her biggest decision ever, a strange anonymous caller into a radio show hurls events into an unimaginable turn. This July, Covenances in the Pants of a Woman is coming back. By popular request, Scribe Productions in partnership with Joy FM presents Ghana's first ever original musical on rape. In the Pants of a Woman shows on Saturday 20th July 2024 at the National Theatre. First show 3 p.m. Second show 7 p.m. Rate is 150 Ghana cedis single, 250 Ghana cedis double, and 650 Ghana cedis for buddies of 5. Dial star 844 star 300 hash to grab your tickets now. Contact 054 609 8082. Sponsors: Foodstuff Home, Curves and Brushes, Timex Printech, and Sweet Melodies FM.
So do you like the playing?
I loved it.
Out of 1 to 10.
Oh, 10.
Get your tickets now. In the Pants of a Woman.
Elections ningina abawi. We are now a well-oiled machine for the 2024 presidential campaign. It is about the future. And what choice was a election him. Said ye pese ye ko eni manase ye pese sanchi. Because election is a choice between former President John Mahama and the current flag bearer and Vice President Dr. Bawumia. That is the choice. A choice between the future and the past. The past president won't honor the president pay, and he failed. That is the choice between us. Mo pese mo ko digital ana nkuko kitin. Yeah, ko digital. Let me say without any fear of contradiction that MPP, our performance on the economy is superior to John Mahama's performance on the economy. Far superior. Ushe Dumsoa, we are superior. We perform better. And yes, sir, agricultural growth, we perform better. Industrial growth, we perform better. And yes, sir,
Ghana, Ghana, Bakosama, President Kufuor to call retirement. But if the Mr. Case will say, a free side Ghana from 1957. Ebekane, the president be our Ghana chain and Adu Kufuor. Messi, a free 1957. Bekane, Mofamo Kwame Nkrumah, Mofamo Obia, the Wabadi Mampania, one book Ghana who buy, and the Ghana colony, China and Adu Kufuor. Make Ghana say, the Jawa. Near the swamp, the Dijano, no, of us, why, yeah, Mania, Kono. It's in Nigeria, young man, they see 2008, the BCBO. Chama would be kind of make us so. The Abaya fair, the Abaya Dimonium, Sanana Dubako, Adako, one over. Not 7 January. What's so on one in your trouble of your son? Maybe the back, and not my daddy child, yeah. Hosanna by Kofi Owusu-Dia Anto. Koda for short.
Very sad, isn't it?
Yes, very sad.
Whenever I hear the powerful song from the gentleman.
Yes, one of the songs that was played yesterday during the rally to officially introduce Matthew Poku Prempeh to the people of Ghana and the Ashanti region as the running mate of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. We still have Evans Mensah with us, who is head of our political desk here at Joy News. Professor Ransford Jampo is a professor of political science at the University of Ghana. We'll get to them shortly. We'll look at the tone of Matthew Poku Prempeh in particular. And I also would ask Professor Ransford Jampo, because he talked about it being strategic, will that translate into votes for the NPP in election 2024, particularly in the Ashanti region, which is their stronghold. But did you know that all the 41 LPG companies and 800 stations across the country, Raymond, are 100% built and operated by indigenous Ghanaians?
I didn't know that.
Okay, now when you refill your cylinder, you're supporting the growth of indigenous businesses and you're creating more jobs.
I'm not sure how many other industries in the Republic of Ghana can equally claim that they are
100%.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
But you see, it's not only the only reason why you should choose to even refill your cylinder with these indigenous companies. Their LPG distribution system offers unbeatable value, allowing you to buy any amount that you want.
Even in tots.
Tots, yes, you buy piss.
20 cedi, 10 cedi.
And I see people buying.
They'll go. Say, fill it for me.
My friends asked me, I was surprised. I was sending him 50 cedis.
Yes.
That he was going to buy gas. I said, but your gas is 230 cedis. He said, you send me 50.
He will walk there and go and get the 50 cedis.
He took car and bought 20.
Oh, okay.
Because he was cooking and then the thing finished.
Yes, because he needs to finish the cooking.
He needs to finish the cooking. And this makes it incredibly pocket friendly. Now, if you're worried about being cheated, in Ghana, we dodge the accountability question.
That's true.
But over here, you can watch Fili as they fill your cylinder. And they have weighing scales at every station, so you can double check the weight of the quantity filled. That's trust, accountability, and transparency guaranteed. You can actually switch to LPG for your car.
which is environmentally friendly. Today you can see them.
Yeah.
And they help protect our precious ecosystem. So go green with LPG and make a difference. Remember, when the last tree dies, the last man dies. Refill your LPG cylinder at your nearest gas station and help save our forest and environment. Let's protect Ghana for the next generation. LPG Marketing Company Association of Ghana, your affordable, pocket-friendly, trustworthy, eco-friendly choice.
And let's protect Ghanaian businesses too.
Exactly.
Now, are you looking for some good discounts on sanitary ware and towels? Then rush to Kimo Home for the crazy summer sale with discounts of up to 50% on over 200 products. Their promo ends July 31, 2024. Visit their showroom on Spintex Road near Manet Junction. Call them on 0244 334947. And that's what the Kimo Home summer sale promo is all about.
Now, have you guys heard the latest from MTN? If not, then listen, because for those of you who love the Anajuede, or it's free after one, prepare for the upgraded experience that is MTN Free After One Extra. Now, let me tell you what the extra is all about. With MTN Free After One Extra, you can talk for 1 whole hour uninterrupted while paying for only the first minute of every 10 minutes you talk, which means for every 10 minutes you talk within the hour, you only pay for the first minute, and you get to talk for 60 minutes straight with no interruptions. You like what you hear? Well, as if that's not enough, you also get 70 megabytes of data for free after your first call. So, you see, now is the time to talk extra with, with all the people you love. To subscribe to MTN Free After One today, just dial star 550 hash, dial star 550 hash, and follow the prompts.
Now, let me bring you the good news from Dance World Services. Stressed out about all your cleaning needs? Worry no more. Dance World is your one-stop shop that meets all your commercial and residential cleaning needs, from pest control, janitorial and house cleaning, event cleaning, and waste management, carpet and sofa, etc. Whether at home or work, we understand how haptic cleaning can be coupled with your busy lifestyles. We've got a great news for you. Dance World Environmental and Facility Management has got you exceedingly covered. We excel in whatever we do, leaving you beyond expectation. Now, you need to locate us at Excel House opposite Reg Manuel Estate in Ungwa Barrier, or call us at 0302 905 538 or 0555 752361. Dance World Services, beyond expectation.
Great. So let's get back to the conversation. I still have Evans Mensah and Professor Ransford Jampo with us. So, Prof, let me get back to you. I mean, you've talked about the tone. I mean, apart from the comparison between, Kwame Nkrumah and Akufo-Addo, you've also talked about Dumso, but also you've commented about the tone, which you're prepared to go in detail. What's it about the tone of Matthew Poku Prempeh?
Well, the tone was too loud. And like I said, that's who he is. And anytime I'm saying this, I also want to say maybe that's who I am too. But you see, I'm not shouting today because I know I'm coming to be talking to a certain audience. So you have to tone down. But his tone was too high. And I'm hearing that he's only going to be deployed to areas that the party areas that can be described as the party's, stronghold, and that he wouldn't go to areas that the party cannot describe as stronghold. And I'm wondering, but even in the areas that are described as the party's stronghold, is that what he wants? We are Ghanaians. We have a culture. Culture is a sum totality of a people's way of life. It includes what they like and what they don't like. And are we saying, who did that survey and advised that in our stronghold, to energize the support base, you have to resort to a certain tone? We saw the people's reaction when Kennedy Japan spoke. And then we saw the people's reaction when NAPO also spoke. Compare the two and make a judgment about the lightness of the support base, about the tone.
Help us with the judgment, Professor Jampo. Make that judgment. Help us with that judgment.
I should make that judgment.
Yes.
We saw it. We saw how the people responded and reacted when Kenya Gapon spoke. He's also a brutally frank person. But we saw the tone he used and the reaction of the people among the core support base. We saw it. And then we saw the reaction of the people still among the core support base of the people when NAPO also spoke. The reactions were different. Okay, one was more favorable than the other. So I'm using this to make the point that even among the core support base, you have to be able to walk the tightrope in drawing a distinction between being assertive and brutally frank and wearing a certain tag that Ghanaians may not want. And take note of this. You may be deployed to strongholds, and even though, and some of them may not like your tone, but you may, even in the stronghold, not be communicating to those people listening to you alone. Because we are in a regime of social media and all that, what you may be saying to your stronghold may become known to areas that may be described as not your stronghold.
Okay.
Haven't we always had instances where somebody was just advising secretly his core support base, and the advice was leaked to the media, and then eventually people say, "Oh, but this was something I was telling my people alone," and it got to the people, the other people, and then there was a public rejection or outcry against that. So my point is that you can deploy him to your strong support base, your areas that are described as your stronghold, but whatever he says will become known to other areas, and in that case, it makes the one who is going to then do the repair work, suffer. It will make that person suffer because then you are saying this and then he's saying this there, and then what he said there. People may be focusing on whatever he said there than on the good things or the calm tone that may be used by the flag bearer himself in other areas. So it is important that he manages himself or he is managed well, so that you would appeal to the generality of the Ghanaian populace. Yes, some may like the way and manner he speaks. Okay, some may like it. But if you are serious about breaking the eight, you have to adopt a strategy that does not appeal to some. You have to adopt a strategy that appeals to the generality of the population. And so, for me, in that case, you should be politically smart in varying your approaches depending on where you go. And even if that is not you, because you are looking for power, you must be able to adopt that strategy that makes you calm and yet assertive. Okay. You don't want a situation where you have changed too much and people are telling you this one you are faking. Like President Akufo-Addo going to drink Calipo and people saying that this one there, you are lying. You don't want people to do that. But there's a way to be calm and very, very brutally frank and assertive without wearing the tag that people are putting on him. And it will be good. Look, he is a hard-working person. Those of us who are like that, we work with our soul. Okay, so if I set out to do something, I achieve results, and I know that is who NAPO is. We are looking for people who will be able to achieve results. But the point is that how do we get that person? It's a process.
Okay.
And so you may be the best of persons to help, but at the end of the day, if the people are being judgmental and saying because of X, Y, Z, you may be the best, but we don't want you, then the reason why you may have been selected will not be achieved. Okay, so we are in Ghana and we've seen presidential candidates. We've gone to the field to do surveys and people have said that, look, this is the best person to lead us. But unfortunately, the people will not vote for him and so will not support him. It happens.
Sure.
Okay.
So
you may
Prof,
have
I mean, finally
that
on this,
determination.
finally on
You may
this.
have.
You've talked
Hello?
about, yes, finally on this, you've talked about his tone and everything. You've talked about how strategic it was to have introduced him to the Asantehene. Will that translate into votes come December 7?
Well, the support base is a support base. And Asantehene has, over the years, has tried to assert himself also as father for all. So do not forget that in the lead up to elections, others may also pay courtesy call on him. When Alan Shemanting was launching his campaign, it was launching his great transformation plan at the Movenpick, you saw one of the key chiefs of Asantehene was there. And don't forget that Alan also appeals to Asantehene. And he's publicly also made remarks about him. Do not forget or be expectant that Asantehene would also make favorable remarks about whoever visits him. And it is possible that the NDC, in their campaign, if they visit the Ashanti region, they'll pay courtesy call on him. And being father for all, he would also make favorable remarks about all these candidates who will call on him. And so at the end of the day, it will be difficult for people to say that, look, what Asantehene did yesterday would all of a sudden sway all the votes to NAPO.
Okay.
No, the NPP's votes in the Ashanti region is not fully secured because of what Alan Shemanting has done.
Okay, hold on 1 minute for me, Prof. Please hold on 1 minute for me. Let me just bring in Evans Mensah at this point and ask him the same question also. Would this strategic introduction and subsequent rally get the NPP the needed votes in the Ashanti region?
And that you saw Asantehene give us this very intimate portrait of his relationship. And yesterday, we all came to the conclusion that this is a subtle personal endorsement of NAPO, his son. That obviously translates into, if you look at it, and it also comes down to how the NPP in the Ashanti region takes that and uses it for their campaign purposes in the communities in the region. And of course, the optics are also important. Yesterday, in bars, in marketplaces, we'll be watching and hearing for the very first time how closely related they are and how Asantehene was personally invested in his growth and development. That can have a powerful effect because they see him, identity politics is important. They see him as one of their own. If Asantehene has a personal stake in his success, then maybe I should put my vote there too. And that's how possibly this can become a positive on December 7th.
All right. Thank you very, very much, Evans Mensah, head of our political desk, for joining us. And thank you also, Professor Ransford Jampo, who is Professor of Political Science at the University of Ghana, for joining us in having this conversation. There's more after these messages.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions
and send tweets,
where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Let go of the overpriced land, home ownership, and furnishing deals. Get the best deals for all your housing needs at one place. Visit the EcoBank Joy News Mini Fair at the Tema Metropolitan Assembly premises from July 12 to 14, 2024. The fair is open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily and admission is free. If you live around Tema, Spintex Road, Bong, Community 25, Bawumia, Pram, Chopoli, and Dawa, among others, then don't miss this fair. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Get a house, make it a home. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and powered by the Planned City Extension Project from Citizen Habitat, Rent to Own, and sponsored by Elegant Homes, where quality meets value. Safety and home solutions. You think of a door, we have it. G&J Technical Services. G&J, the generator people. DPS Pipes, connecting you to life. Global Lighting, your solution to quality lighting. Superlock, you deserve the best. Everlock UPVC windows and doors, the right choice for your windows and doors. Syntex Tank, Air Strong, Air Tough, Less Fortune Limited, luxuriously perfect. DBS Roofing Industry, your roof experts. Virtual security, complete security solution. Build free solar hybrid air condition, cooling for the people. Yobed Security Doors, protecting lives and properties. And Clifton Homes, beautiful homes, wise investments. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Get a house, make it a home.
We at the Multimedia Group are proud to announce that we are the official free-to-air radio broadcast right owners for Euro 2024. These rights were acquired from Sporty TV, who are the official free-to-air broadcast right owners for Ghana and Nigeria. We will deliver live commentary of selected games, including the opening game and the final, with our team of talented commentators and seasoned analysts on Joy FM, Love FM, Hits FM, Adom FM, Inshra FM, and Asempa FM. Apart from the live radio commentary, the Multimedia Group has also curated some custom Euro 2024 shows on radio, TV, and digital, as well as live viewing events, all aimed at delivering unparalleled experiences of the competition for our audience. The 24-team competition, being hosted by Germany, will run from June 14 to July 11, 2024. The Multimedia Group's radio broadcast coverage of the Euro 2024 tournament is by kind courtesy of Sporty TV and SportyBet. Watch selected matches of Euro 2024 live on Sporty TV, channel 36 on your digital TV sets. And the Joy Sports coverage of Euro 2024 is sponsored by NASCO. NASCO, bring home happiness.
Hello?
Kwame, Charlie Woy, give no best start you. Obiawa, Salah de Namnaba, Halland is Ukraine drinks no. Sakadie, or Chile one corner, the show Simenu, Vibin and Kwa, na Vinny Junior dear, Cecia no bow. Mata, Yen Tamnabra.
All your best football friends are waiting for you to join them for a thrilling football season on Go TV. Get Go TV Max now to enjoy La Liga, Serie A, Europa League, and more for only 140 Ghana cedis per month. Reconnect today, dial *759# and get all the action. Go TV, love it.
Dive into a new era of news consumption with myjoyonline.com, your go-to destination for cutting-edge journalism, giving you the most credible stories from business to politics and from sports to entertainment. Myjoyonline.com introduces an upgraded news website meticulously designed to empower you with an enriched browsing experience like never before. Experience the future of news browsing with myjoyonline.com.
Let go of the overpriced
ownership. A 2 year 2020 no oba bion was a mess sanad nako energy. Na me de adutwum wo nana ba konso akosoro akoho. Honso odne ko ye nene waka ho asem. Eno nene mu a nene omampanya ba de chenso oto ana hweye wose akwala na mesa afa no mo adi machi no aboa me. Me bed ye makasa ache no wode metunufo. Enso ma men kan kire o. Ma Dr. Bawumia nunu ho so wo yi wo. Emanu nunu ho so wo yi wo. Wo koye no koye sumpa ne dinachi na de obekire wo na wo so ye. Dem no waka ne dem na meka.
fa ho braseɛ kodi akyire na yɛ ne kama mame yɛsotie na deɛ ɔno bɛkyerɛ wɔ ne yɛ ɛbaa yɛ yɛsɛ nkurɔfoɔ bi sɛ w'ani nsɔ adeɛ mɛsi akɔlɛ metete no wɔ fie ma nhunu saa deɛ nti na nnɛ yɛka saa deɛ yɛka no me deɛ mɛsan wuti sɛ nte saa ɛma ne nyɛ hɔ na wobɛ nso a nyame tumi nti wobɛdi akyire na biribiaa yɛabɔ mpa yɛ ati akyire na deɛ nyame ahyehyɛ ayɛ hɔ ama yɛn
Ghana ha yɛkyekye Ghana abakɔsɛm a President Kufuor kɔ retirement a bɛtumi de bisa kesi wo sɛ ɛfiri sɛ yɛkyekye Ghana from 1957 ɛbɛka ne yɛnya president bi a waboa Ghana kyɛ na Nana Addo Kufuor mɛsɛ ɛfiri 1957 bɛka ne mofa mo Kwame Nkrumah no mofa mo obiara de wɔ bɛde mampanyi a wabɔ Ghana ho ban ɛde Ghana kɔ n'anim kyɛ na Nana Addo Kufuor meka ne sɛ yɛde gyawa near the swamp, the Dijano, of us why ye manu ya kono. It's in Nigeria. Yamba de see 2008 the BCBO. Chama would to be kind of make cases so. The Abaya fair, the Abaya Dimonyam, Sanana Dubako, Adako of November, not 7 January. What's so on one in your trouble of your son? Maybe the back and not my daddy child.
Onuya, mikaka ushio, onyami petre, abwa unkuno. Wazeri, onuya, mikaka ushio, onyami petre, abwa unkuno. Asimbiara, ebebe umuno, katremio, ponkwa bodama, birana say, omodem. Asimbiara, ebebe umuno. Tremio, the Ponkwa Bodama, Mirana say, or more than.
Super 0.7 FM. We'll do a bit of your messages shortly, but first, Heritage Christian University College is set up to provide the missing link in tertiary education through creativity and innovation, and the university has since 2018 giving a sum of 450,000 as startup grants to a number of students to start their businesses. There's a huge emphasis on entrepreneurship, technology, and practical learning with professional certification, and they are affiliated to KNUST and UCC, accredited by GTech. They're located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Sports Stadium. And the undergraduate programs include BA Psychology, BBA Accounting and Finance, BBA Logistics and Supply Chain Management, BBA Accounting with Computing, BSc Nursing, BSc in Business Information Technology, BSc Information Security, and Bachelor of Community Development and Theology, and many more. Master's programs are also available, entry qualification, WASI, ABC, GBC, HND or diploma holders, and mature candidates who are 25 years or older. You can contact them on 0547 777731 or 0202 298399. Visit their website, hcuc.edu.gh. Heritage Christian University College, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Now, Riverman Productions, in partnership with National Theatre, presents an original Uncle White play titled Takeover. There is total panic and chaos when Apostle Gideon returns from surgery. His daughter Mary sparks uproar on social media with explicit videos, while within his own church, 2 of his subordinates orchestrate a takeover. How will he reclaim his tarnished image and confront the wolves disguised as sheep within his flock? Takeover intricately weaves a tale of greed, integrity, and the unwavering love of a father for his wayward child. The play shows on the 5th, 6th, 7th, 12th, 13th, and the 14th of July. And that means that this weekend, from Friday the 12th through to Sunday the 14th, it will be happening live. On Friday, there's only one show, that's 7 p.m. On Saturday, 2 shows, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. And on Sunday, 1 p.m., 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. The venue is the National Theatre, and it will cost you 200 Ghana cedis. Buy your ticket via Koba short code *365*535#. For enquiries, call 059 692 1960 or send a WhatsApp to 050-554-6030. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms at Roverman Productions, Tomato Mix, and GCB Bank Limited. Communications partner is the M Notifying Logistic Movers. Buy your tickets now. Roverman Productions, be the difference.
And Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices. They've introduced an online store for your shopping convenience, which means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically coming to any of their branches. It is hassle-free, and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time, and they offer free delivery within a current time and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions have applied. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And some of your messages before we go. This one from Colin Status says, Dr. Prempeh made comparison of the performance of Kwame Nkrumah to President Akufo-Addo, and with this statement, he's ignored Otumfuo's advice and proved his critics right. He should be guided not to speak unscripted. Kote Addison says, listen to people, pay attention to behavioral patterns. They speak volumes. Anyone that has ever had to dim someone else's light to make theirs shine is evil, you say? Okay, we can't mention those names. Big Try says, if Western Region decided not to vote for Akufo-Addo because of that, NAPO's comment on Kwame Nkrumah, he go over NPP in this election. NAPO's speech was terrible and underwhelming. Terrible outing. NAPO should go and see Kennedy Japan for some lectures. Raymond?
NAPO should go where?
See Kennedy Japan for some lectures.
But in kind of the speech that they provided, but I mean, before the other one there, we don't know about Kennedy Japan's problem.
Well, before we go, happy birthday to you, Stanley Amatefu. I wish you God's abundance blessing on this special day from Auntie Na Oyo of McCarthy Hills. And let me say good morning to ECM Bonsu, who's leader of the Community 4 Methodist Church. He's been listening to Joy. And the message here says he's been listening to Joy FM even before you, Raymond, you were born.
I was born before Joy FM.
Yes.
I'm not, clearly. It's not this that I want to look youthful.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And now I'm very close to retirement.
Really? Okay. Folks, thank you very much for joining us.
Yes.
My name DJ Obechi says we should end with Sarkodie. So we'll end with Sarkodie. Today is Sarkodie's birthday also.
Okay.
Michael Ousu. Okay. Well, my name is Winston Amwa.
My name is Raymond Takwa.
Have a lovely day.